two favorite verses. I just wanted to share those with you guys and just encourage you guys in your faith and your walk. Thank you guys for coming out tonight and allowing us to do this. And we got something special going on. We're gonna get a musical performance. So put your hands together.
pleasant good evening and welcome to Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, where tonight the Somerset Patriots take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for the second game of a 3-game series and the second game of a 7-game road trip as the Patriots hope to turn their season around, entering tonight's ball game in a season-long 6-game losing streak. Well, welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether it be on the Voice of Central Jersey, 1450 WCTC, or whether it be on our SPN.TV family of networks. Either way, very appreciative of you guys who have decided to tune in and join me for your Saturday evenings. Look, it hasn't been a great stretch of Somerset Patriots baseball. We talked about it last night. It rings true again today as the Patriots enter this series and this game against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs with a 6-game losing streak. It's the longest losing streak of the 2019 season. The team has now lost 10 of its last 11 ball games, and they find themselves going into tonight's ball game with a 6-15 record in the second half. It is the worst record in the second half in the Atlantic League and pretty much provides some uncharted territory for this Somerset Patriots team. There have been some silver linings. There are some things that are in the works for the Patriots, but all in all, it has not been the second half that this team has expected. And look, the standards for the Somerset Patriots, they are always high. This is a team that has prided itself on being the most successful franchise in the history of the Atlantic League. They have the most championships of any team in the Atlantic League. And this is a team that has consistently made the postseason under both Sparky Lyle when he was the manager of this team to begin the franchise, and over the last 6 seasons under Brett Jody, the team has not missed the playoffs once. They did not win a first-half championship. They missed that on that by 1 game, but they had the second-best record in the Atlantic League over the first half. But now looking at the second half, again, it hasn't been exactly what the Patriots were hoping for. Now, there are a couple of reasons behind that. There have been some injuries. Michael Ullman made his return to the lineup last night, so that was good to see. Ray Navarro's been back in the lineup for a couple of games, which has been good to see as well. Jimmy Paredes, however, remains out of the lineup. He still is working his way back from a dislocated finger. Michael Krause is still not in the lineup. He's playing with Team Canada in the Pan Am games as well. So there are some missing pieces, and that's just from the position players. Once you look towards the pitching staff, there's been a lot of guys that have had their contracts purchased. David Kubiak, Brett Oberholzer, Logan Darnell, Ryan Kushmal, all of that happening relatively in the recent history. So there have been some missing pieces, and the Patriots are trying to figure out a way to turn the tide and try to get back some of those pieces, or at least try to replace them. And it has been a tall task to this point. Looking at last night's game specifically, the Somerset Patriots lost to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 7-1, and it was another situation similar to games that the Patriots and the Blue Crabs, or Patriots and any of their other opponents for the most part, have played recently, where the game was close and there's just a couple of moments that didn't go Somerset's way, and it ultimately provided the difference in the ballgame. Last night, it was the Patriots taking Liam O'Sullivan on the mound. He worked against Kyle Simon, and the game was tied at 1 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. There was an interference call that last night went in the books as being called against Will Kenger, but it was actually called against Craig Massey on a rundown. And I talked to some of the Patriots coaches after the game yesterday, and they said that it might not have been enforced initially correctly, but it was ultimately the right call. But if not for that interference call in the bottom of the 5th inning, and maybe it's a completely different ball game, but the Patriots allowed 4 unearned runs in the bottom of the 5th that gave the Blue Crabs a 5-1 lead at the time. Ultimately, Southern Maryland won 7-1, and all 7 of their runs in last night's ball game came with 2 out. So it was another situation where the Patriots were in a game and just a couple of moments that provided the difference between a win and a loss. So Somerset hopes to turn the page and try to get back into their winning ways in tonight's ball game against the Blue Crabs as they bring David Holmberg on the mound. He'll be making his second start since returning from an injury. He had last pitched on July 2nd before returning to the mound for the Patriots and tossing 1 scoreless inning. That came earlier this week, July 31st. It was the day game of that Wednesday doubleheader against the York Revolution. He only allowed 1 runner to reach base, and that came on an error. So Holmberg hoping to build off of that success into today's game against the Blue Crabs. Meanwhile, Southern Maryland brings arguably, and this comes because David Kubiak is no longer in the Atlantic League. He had his contract purchased. He went over to Mexico. So with Kubiak no longer in the league right now, arguably the pitcher of the year candidate in the Atlantic League, and it's the righty Daryl Thompson, who has been in this league what feels like forever. First year that he pitched with Southern Maryland was back in 2012, but Daryl Thompson has been outstanding this year, and his numbers certainly back it up. And one night after Kyle Simon tossed a complete game without walking a batter and striking out 8 against the Patriots, one night after that, it is Thompson who is this team's ace, he is this team's pitching coach, and he is this team's leader. He leads Southern Maryland onto the field here, and he will be making the start. And somehow, this is actually the first time that the Patriots are seeing Daryl Thompson pitch this season. So we'll see how Somerset is able to adjust against a pitcher who has had a tremendous amount of success so far in 2019. Well, the Blue Crabs have taken the field here at Regency Furniture Stadium. The Patriots have exited their dugout, so we'll step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, the TD Bank starting lineups and first pitch. Patriots and the Blue Crabs coming up next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slamming hit. Come on and get patriotic.
Today's presentation of Somerset Patriots Baseball is brought to you by Atlantic Health Systems, Brother, Diamond Nation, Flemington Car and Truck Country, Flemington Department Store, Fullerton Auto, HealthQuest, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey Lottery, RWJ Barnabas Health, Valari Design, Northern New Jersey ROTC, T-Mobile, TD Bank.
It's slamming hit. Come on, get patriotic.
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand. That's a tasty burger. So many good options. Man, I'm hungry.
The national anthem concludes at Regency Furniture Stadium, which means we are almost ready for first pitch between the Somerset Patriots and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. So we'll go over the TD Bank starting lineups for both sides, and we'll start with your Somerset Patriots. At TD Bank, expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access through online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. TD Bank, unexpectedly human. Member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. The Patriots are managed by Brett Jody. He's assisted by Glenn Barker, John Hunton, and the athletic trainer for the Patriots is Phil Lee. Tonight, a different lineup for Somerset. It's Alfredo Rodriguez leading off. He gets the start at shortstop. Justin Pacioli hits second in center field. Batting third is Will Kenger. He makes his first start of the season in left field. The Raritan Building Services cleanup batter of the ballgame. Also the team's DH is Michael Ullman. Edwin Espinal back in the lineup. He hits fifth at first base. Navarro at third base, batting sixth. Craig Massey at second, hitting seventh. Batting eighth behind home plate, Gabriel Bracamonte. And it is Scott Kelly rounding up the order. He hits ninth. He gets the start in right field as he works against Daryl Thompson on the mound for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Teased it in the opener, but what a season it's been for Thompson. A 6-foot, 205-pound righty, a La Plata, Maryland native. This is his hometown. This is his hometown team. And once again, it's been another tremendous year for Daryl Thompson. 10-6 so far this season. That coming with a 3.19 earned run average. Over 121 innings of work this season. Thompson has struck out 108 batters, and he has only walked 11. Meanwhile, opponents are hitting .239. against Thompson on the season. Tonight marks his 377th career start, and it will be his 155th appearance in the Atlantic League. He works from the windup, and the first pitch of tonight's ballgame is swung on and missed, and we are underway. A 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time first pitch in the second game of a 3-game series between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Rodriguez attacks the 0-1 offering and skies it out to left center field. Coming in is Corey Vaughn, the center fielder. He calls off Joe Benson, makes the catch, and that's the first out of the ballgame. So we'll set the defense for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in the outfield from left to right. It's the same alignment they had last night. Joe Benson's in left, Corey Vaughn's in center, Ruby Silva in right. Along the infield, Tony Thomas, the third baseman, Edwin Garcia at short, Kent Blackstone at second, Josh McAdams at first, and Charlie Valerio will be the catcher. Same lineup for the Blue Crabs tonight as they had in last night's 7-1 victory. Here's Justin Pacioli. And he takes the first pitch for a called strike from Thompson. Pacioli hitting .281 with 1 home run and 14 runs batted in on the season. A right-handed hitter. Thompson from the windup. Now the 0-1. Swung on and lined the backstop. No balls and 2 strikes. The Patriots in their road grays today. Gray pants, gray tops, navy cap, red brim. The Blue Crabs in an alternate uniform. It is a blue jersey with red shoulder pads, red numbering and lettering. 0-2 to Pacioli is swung on and missed, strike 3. First strikeout of the ballgame for Thompson, and there's 2 away in the top of the first. So it's a blue jersey with red numbering and lettering. Some sort of crest on the front, can't quite see what it is. Red shoulder pads, a full blue cap with a blue brim. White pants for the Blue Crabs. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the first inning. We're just underway. There's no score. And here is Will Kenger. Thompson from the windup, first pitch. Kenger swings and misses at a fastball 0-1. The umpires for today's ballgame, same crew we had last night, just rotated. Derek Moshe calling balls and strikes, assisted by ABS. Justin Burton at first, Eric Bynum at third. As Kenger checks his swing on a fastball that misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. It is a beautiful evening in Waldorf, Maryland. 87 degrees and sunny skies, not a cloud to be seen. As the 1-1 is fisted foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Second of a 3-game series. There's a post-game fireworks show here at Regency Furniture Stadium tonight. So the Blue Crabs hoping and expecting a larger crowd than normal. Now the 1-2 from Thompson. Swung on and hit in the air, foul, third base side. Tony Thomas gives it a look, as does Thompson. And it's Thomas, the third baseman in foul territory, making the catch. And that retires the side. It's a 1-2-3, top of the first inning for Darrell Thompson. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
As a personal trainer, I thrive on guiding my clients to good health. When I was told I needed both hips replaced, I turned to the network of experts at Atlantic Health System. I was able to see my orthopedic surgeon in Sparta, right near my home, and received exceptional care at Morristown Medical Center for my surgery. I was able to teach, motivate, and inspire again.
Where you go for orthopedic care matters.
Atlantic Health System, because every moment is a moment that matters.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit ValariNJ.com to learn more today.
We return for the bottom of the first inning, scoreless between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Quickly, Southern Maryland's TD Bank starting lineup, managed by Stan Clyburn, assisted by Joe Walsh, Daisuke Yoshida. and, of course, Darrell Thompson. Kent Blackstone leads off. In fact, it's the same batting order that the Blue Crabs had last night. Garcia hits second, Joe Benson third, Mean Dean Green hits fourth. He's the designated hitter. Corey Vaughn fifth, Charlie Valerio sixth. Tony Thomas hits seventh, Josh McAdams eighth, and Ruby Silva bats ninth. They work against David Holmberg on the mound tonight for the Somerset Patriots. Former big league lefty, works from the stretch with nobody on, and the first pitch to Kent Blackstone, swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Holmberg making his 11th start of the season for the Patriots. 1-2 with a 3.86 ERA. Again, working his way back from injury. From the stretch, 0-1. Taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And speaking with Brett Jody before the game, Holmberg once again will be on a pitch count. Brett hoping to get 3 innings out of Holmberg tonight. He threw 1 inning in his last appearance against the Revolution on July 31st, as Blackstone grounds one towards the Patriots' dugout. Down the first base line and foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Blackstone was wearing sunglasses, had a big follow-through on that swing, and now has taken his sunglasses off and handed them over to a bat boy. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Patriots were set down in order in the top half on 9 pitches from Darrell Thompson. So Holmberg comes set, 1-2. Breaking ball, misses low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Holmberg, a 6'3", 245-pound lefty. Resides in Florida. In his first season with the Patriots. First season in the Atlantic League. 2-2. Swung on and grounded foul. Was not on the opening day starting roster for the Patriots. Joined the team in early May. Worked his way into the rotation and had a number of strong starts. Again, an ERA under 4. But there were a couple of struggles, and again, he missed almost a month with an injury. Now he's back, the 2-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. And there's 1 away in the bottom of the first inning. Breaking ball painted black on the inside part of the plate. So that's out number 1. We'll set the defense for the Patriots. In the outfield, again, it's Will Kenger making his first start in 2019 in left. There's a short porch in left field here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Justin Pacioli's in center, and Scott Kelly makes his second straight start in right field. Along the infield, it's Navarro at third, Rodriguez at short, Massey at second, Espinal at first, and Bracamonte behind home plate. Again, with Holmberg on the mound. So 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the first inning. Here's Edwin Garcia. Had a strong game last night. And the first pitch from Holmberg, a fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. Garcia in last night's ballgame had a couple of back-breaking hits. He ultimately went 3 for 4, had 2 separate 2-out RBI singles. As he takes a breaking ball inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Had a 2-out RBI single in the third inning, which gave the Blue Crabs a 1-0 lead. And then his 2-out RBI single in the fifth began a 2-out rally. First of 4 runs in that inning, and at the time it gave the Blue Crabs a 2-1 lead. As the breaking ball to Garcia misses low, skips to the backstop, and Garcia not going anywhere. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised they didn't take off. He had plenty of time by the time Bracamonte went and picked up that ball near the on-deck circle.
Garcia now hitting .255 on the season with 3 home runs and 31 runs batted in. A right-handed hitter against the lefty Holmberg, who comes set. Now the 2-1 offering. Fastball taken for a called strike. That one on the outer third. 2 balls and 2 strikes. ABS in full effect in this ball game. It's the second time that it's being used here in Waldorf, Maryland in 2019. Last night was actually the first game, and it stopped working halfway through. 2-2. Misses high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the umpire, Eric Bynum, about halfway through last night's ball game, allowed both dugouts to know that he was going to start calling balls and strikes. But it's operational today. And right now it's the home plate umpire, Derek Moshe, that's using it. 3-2 from Holmberg. This one hit in the air, out to right field, towards the foul line. Long way to run for Scott Kelly. But he's underneath it in fair territory. He makes the catch. and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 out, nobody on. And now Joe Benson will step in. And the outfield has been an adventure for the Patriots over the last week or so. They lost Michael Krause to the Pan Am Games. He's been playing with Team Canada. The last game that Krause appeared in was back on July 20th. And then just a couple of days ago, Ramon Flores, one of the top players for the Patriots this season, had his contract purchased as Joe Benson swings and misses at the first pitch from Holmberg 0-1. Flores went directly to the Minnesota Twins AAA affiliate, the Rochester Red Wings, where he actually had a couple of hits in his first game, and he's playing alongside former 2019 New Britain B, Alejandro De Aza. Holmberg misses outside to Brenson. 1 ball and 1 strike. So with Krause away from the team and Flores no longer on the team, it has caused for the Patriots to mix and match their outfield to try to find a working and winning combination. 1-1. Breaking ball at the knees, a called strike 1-2. Scott Kelly has become a regular in the outfield. Made his first start for the Patriots in the outfield in his career earlier this season. Will Kenger's now been getting some time in the outfield. Mike Francoso a bit as well. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball hit foul down the third base line. Francoso, of course, was a regular outfielder for the Patriots last year. Made a ton of starts in left field and was excellent defensively. But the Patriots are a little more hesitant to play Francoso in the outfield this season because of that hip injury. So that's why Kenger's in left tonight, Kelly's in right, and Pacioli has a lot of ground to cover in center field. 1-2 to Benson. Swing and a miss. He got him with the breaking ball, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for David Holmberg. He strikes out a pair in a scoreless bottom of the first. We move to the second. Still no score on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
Not guaranteed. He's hoping for 3, and then Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Hey fans, all season long, the Patriots have teamed up with AARP New Jersey to offer its members discounted tickets to every Sunday home game. Just mention the code Patriots3 and that you're an AARP member to get a 50% ticket discount to any Sunday home game. AARP, real possibilities. So Michael Ullman leads off in the top of the second inning. No score between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. No base runners in the first inning collectively. First pitch to Ullman. It's a fastball. Splits the plate. Called the strike 0-1. Ullman, Espinal, and Navarro. 4, 5, 6 in the order. Due up for Somerset. With Darrell Thompson on the mound. 0-1. Ullman swings and misses. Another fastball. No balls and 2 strikes. Darrell Thompson threw 9 pitches in the top of the first inning. Worked a 1-2-3 frame against the top of the Patriot order. Now the 0-2. Lifted foul. Over the backstop and out of play. Ullman, a .277 batter, 6 home runs, 40 RBI. He's been battling an elbow issue over the last couple of days. Came back into the lineup last night. Went 0 for 4, struck out twice. 0-2 from Thompson. Swing and a soft line drive back to Thompson. He falls to the ground. The ball over him. It rolls softly to second where Blackstone fields and flips it on to first for out number 1. The ball wasn't hit particularly hard, but it was lined right back towards Daryl Thompson. And right now the catcher for the Blue Crabs, Charlie Valerio, is smiling. And Thompson smiling on the mound as well. The ball didn't make contact with him, but boy, he did everything in his power to jump out of the way of that soft line drive. Thompson looks like he's having fun on the mound. So 1 out, nobody on at the top of the second inning, still scoreless. And here's Edwin Espinal. Thompson from the windup first pitch. Espinal takes a fastball at the knees, down the middle, called the strike, 0-1. Last night, it was Kyle Simon on the mound for Southern Maryland. He had a tremendous game as the 0-1 is taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Charlie Valerio trying to joke around with Espinal as that fastball missed low and in. And Espinal stepped out of the right-handed batter's box towards third base, and Valerio picked up the ball and tagged him and tried to appeal to the home plate umpire, and that should have been an out, but I think he was doing that in jest. 1-1. Espinal swings and skies it foul behind home plate and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But in regards to last night, it was Kyle Simon on the mound. He tossed a complete game, allowed just 1 run on 5 hits over 9 innings. And he retired the first 10 batters that he faced. He was perfect through 3 1/3. We'll see how far Daryl Thompson can go tonight, but he looks good early. 1-2. Swing and a foul ball. Fastball tipped to the backstop. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out, nobody on in the top of the second inning. Espinal, a .267 batter, 4 home runs and 32 RBI. Got off to a hot start with the Patriots, but had a tough month of July. 1-2 misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. One of the better stretches for Espinal actually came against this Southern Maryland team, and primarily came in Southern Maryland back in late May. 2-2. Swing and a line drive, softly hit out toward left center field. Corey Vaughn races back, and he makes the catch along the warning track. Ball carried a bit further than I anticipated, but Vaughn still made the play. And that's the second out of the inning. Vaughn raced on a diagonal from center field out towards left center, and on the run made the catch, maybe a couple of strides in front of the warning track. So 5 up and 5 down for Daryl Thompson against this Patriots lineup. And now with 2 out, nobody on, here's Ray Navarro. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat from the left side. It was 0 for 4 last night, in his 3rd game since returning from a foot injury. Thompson from the windup, here's the first pitch. It's swung on and lifted out towards right field, straight away. Ruby Silva's underneath it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. 6 up and 6 down for Daryl Thompson. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here for...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Alpine Business Systems is a leading provider of information systems and services. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. If you need help during the game or have any questions, you can simply text us. Text 908-252-0700 and we'll get back to you. Again, call or text 908-252-0700 so we can help you. It's the bottom of the second inning. My name's Mark Schwartz. We have Matt O'Neill running our boards back at our WCTC studios in Somerset. Both of us appreciative of all of you that have joined us for your Saturday evenings. It's a perfect night for baseball down here in Waldorf, Maryland. A little over a half an hour south of our nation's capital. Barely any clouds, temperatures in the mid-80s, no wind to speak of as well. And in the bottom of the second inning, it is Dean Green to lead off. First pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball from Holmberg. And it's an 0-1 count. Dean Green has gotten off to a great start for his Blue Crab career. Tonight marks game number 26 in a Southern Maryland uniform for the left-handed power hitter. And he's hitting .370. 0-1, swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. This one bounces in the dirt. 0-2. 2 home runs and 21 runs batted in for Dean Green, who mentioned the comparison in last night's ballgame. Looks a lot like Kyle Roller, former Somerset Patriot, in the left-handed batter's box. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball. 3 straight Uncle Charlies for David Holmberg, and that's the first out of the inning. So a steady dose of off-speed pitches and breaking balls from Holmberg sets down Green, and so far Holmberg looks good. He's faced 4 batters. He's retired all 4 of them. 3 by strikeout. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Here's the all-star center fielder, Corey Vaughn. He steps in. First pitch. That's a fastball. Taken a bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. Vaughn in his 3rd season with Southern Maryland, a .279 batter, 14 home runs, and 43 runs batted in. Leads the team in home runs and RBI as he swings and grounds one towards second. Behind the second base bag is Craig Massey. He fields and gets it onto first base. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the second. Well, Darrell Thompson has faced 6 batters and retired 6. And now David Holmberg for the Patriots has faced 5, and he's retired 5. 2 out, nobody on. Now Charlie Valerio, a switch-hitting catcher. He hit exclusively from the left side of the plate in last night's ballgame with Liam O'Sullivan on the mound. Tonight, he will hit from the right side of the plate. Hitting .272 overall this year with 7 home runs and 27 RBI. David Holmberg from the windup, and the first pitch to Valerio. It is taken, a called strike. 0-1 as a Let's Go Blue Crabs chant begins with the fans in attendance. Decent amount of fans down the third base line here at Regency Furniture Stadium. 0-1. Breaking ball misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't quite see what the stands look like down the first base line, but actually, now peek my head out of the broadcast booth. Pretty good. So a nice-sized crowd in attendance in Waldorf for a perfect night with baseball and fireworks. They're actually doing what they call a redo of their 4th of July festivities. 1-1. Valerio takes low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Blue Crabs, unfortunately, had their 4th of July game rained out. So they've rescheduled it for today's game. And I think I'm understanding the uniforms now. The 2-1 taken low, 3 balls and 1 strike. During that 4th of July week, Southern Maryland officially changed the name of their team from the Blue Crabs to the Monuments. 3-1. Valerio swings and grounds it to third. It eats up Navarro, but the ball pops in the air, deflects to his glove, and his throw to first base beats Valerio, side retired. That one ate up Navarro. It hit the heel of his glove, but it popped right in the air. As it fell back down, he caught it with the bare hand and flipped it over to first base to beat Valerio. and end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody is left on base. We move to the third scoreless on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
For over 100 years, Carrier Clinic has offered a wide array of specialized behavioral health services for individuals throughout New Jersey. Visit www.carrierclinic.org. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Fans, do you have kids that would like to join our Somerset Sluggers Kids Club? Well, call our Sluggers coordinator, Tim, at 908-255-1422, or visit our Somerset Sluggers page at somersetpatriots.com. The Patriots would like to thank Children's Specialized Hospital for their support of the 2019 Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. We move to the top of the third inning. Still zeros on the scoreboard for both the Somerset Patriots and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Darryl Thompson on the mound, Craig Massey to lead off. And the first pitch to Massey, a called strike 0-1. Neither team has had a base runner to this point. David Holmberg's been 6 up, 6 down, and Darryl Thompson's been 6 up, 6 down. Now the 0-1. Massey takes a fastball, called a strike, outside part of the plate, leaned in towards the plate, seeing that ball cross the strike zone, and has fallen behind 0-2. Now Thompson from the windup. Here's the pitch. Check swing and a fastball upstairs, and it lines itself to the backstop. Still an 0-2 count. When Thompson works from the windup, he takes a step back and then sort of pauses a bit with that left foot towards first base. Comes set, then rocks and fires, and a fastball to Massey is swung on and missed, strike 3. Second strikeout of the ballgame for Thompson. 7 up and 7 down for the Blue Crab righty. And again, what a season it has been for Thompson. If you look at the Atlantic League leaders in pitching categories, you will find Darryl Thompson's name at the top or towards the top of most categories. Leads the league by a considerable margin in innings pitched entering tonight. 121 and a third innings, even before tonight's game started, as Gabriel Bracamonte at the plate fouls off the first pitch 0-1. It was 20 more innings than the next closest pitcher in the Atlantic League entering tonight. He has thrown 4 complete games this season. That's tied for the league lead. One of them being a shutout. 0-1. Bracamonte swings and lifts it out towards right center field. Long way to run for Vaughn, but he tracks under it to make the catch. And there's 2 away. Now 8 up and 8 down for Darryl Thompson. That'll bring up Scott Kelly. But in addition to just the innings, Thompson, his 108 strikeouts entered tonight, leading the Atlantic League. His 10 wins lead the Atlantic League. The 18 starts tied for the league lead in that department. And then looking at some of the peripheral numbers, His ERA, 3.19. That's 9th best in the Atlantic League. His whip at 1.01, 3rd best. First pitch to Scott Kelly. It's a called strike on a fastball, 0-1. So, long story short, Darryl Thompson has enjoyed a tremendous season once again. He was named an All-Star for the 3rd time in his Atlantic League career, 0-1. Kelly swings and grounds one sharply foul. Down the third base line, 0-2. And Thompson doing all of this again in his age 33 season. A former big leaguer. Now in his 8th season in Southern Maryland. From the windup, 0-2. Kelly takes up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And over the course of his career with Southern Maryland, he has always been a dependable, reliable starting pitcher. And he used to form a formidable top 2 in the rotation as Kelly pops one up directly up the chute. Behind home plate is Charlie Valerio, and he's able to make the catch in foul territory. And that retires the side. Another 1-2-3 inning for Darryl Thompson. 9 up and 9 down. We head to the bottom of the 3rd scoreless on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Friday, June 28th, Sunday, July 28th, and Thursday, August 29th. Additionally, our Girl Scout days are set for Sunday, June 30th, and Saturday, September 21st. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their PAX banner along with our nation's colors on the field before the game. A parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a Go See It outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative Scout patches available for just $1.50. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game.
Since 1976. David Holmberg on the mound for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tony Thomas to lead off. Holmberg is yet to allow a base runner to this point. First pitch. Thomas swings and softly lines it foul down the right field line. No balls and a strike. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Patriots. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Blue Crabs. We're still awaiting our first base runner of the ball game. Holmberg kicks and fires, and the 0-1, a soft ground ball hit foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Darryl Thompson at 30 pitches through 3 innings. David Holmberg just threw a 10-pitch second. He is at 27 through 2. About to throw pitch number 30. It's Tony Thomas, Josh McAdams, and Ruby Silva due up for the Blue Crabs in the home half of the 3rd inning. Holmberg comes set for 0-2. It's a breaking ball that misses low, rolls to the backstop. But Thomas isn't going anywhere. Well, Thomas was honored here at Regency Furniture Stadium before the game. He was the first player to fully take advantage of the new steal first base rule in the Atlantic League and found out that the cleats were over Cooperstown. Another Atlantic League induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame. 1-2. Breaking ball takes low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, the Blue Crabs have taken advantage of the new steal first base rule more than many of the other teams in the Atlantic League. The Patriots have only really done it once, though technically they've done it twice. 2-2. Swing and a ground ball foul. Thomas first did it against the Lancaster Barnstormers on the second day of the 2019 second half. And it was that steal of first base that drew a good amount of national attention and once again sparked a conversation among baseball pundits, fans, players, coaches, the works, as to the benefits of the new rules in the Atlantic League. 2-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Bracamonte. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. And there was mixed results, as you would expect there to be. But, with the new rules in the Atlantic League, it's all a testing ground. So opinions are warranted. Opinions are honestly needed, as Major League Baseball determines whether or not these rules should be implemented moving forward. Thomas swings on a 3-2. He lines a base hit down the third base line towards left field. Kenger plays it off the wall. Thomas hustles around first, and he slides feet first into second base with a leadoff double. So that's the first hit of the night, the first base runner of the night for either side. A leadoff double for Tony Thomas in the bottom of the third inning, and the Blue Crabs are threatening. Holmberg had a 2-strike count on Thomas, who fouled off a couple of pitches and then ultimately got a hanging breaking ball that he lifted over the third baseman, Ray Navarro. And it's Will Kenger's first chance in left field. Instead of cutting the ball off in front of the fence, Kenger played it conservatively and let it bounce off the fence, and maybe it was that extra half second or so that allowed Thomas to get into second base. So runner in scoring position, nobody out, bottom of the third. Here's Josh McAdams. He had 2 doubles last night. First pitch. Breaking ball low, blocked by Bracamonte, sheds the mask as Thomas holds at second base. 1 ball and no strikes. But regarding these new rules, there have been a number of them implemented, both in the first half of the season and in the second half. And after the year is over, Major League Baseball, alongside Atlantic League officials, will be able to review all of the data and determine whether or not some rules should be kept. As Holmberg steps off the mound and throws over towards second to keep Tony Thomas honest. And that's another rule that's been implemented, and Holmberg was a bit slow in his motion towards second. Certainly seemed as though he was thinking about how he had to, with the new rules, step off the mound to throw to second base. Didn't look as natural of a pickoff attempt. 1-0. McAdams grounds it foul down the third base line. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Patriots in the second half have been called for a balk on a similar pickoff attempt to second base. It was Nate Rowe on the mound in actually Holmberg's last start, the date game on July 31st, where Rowe spun on the rubber and threw over to second base to pick off Delvin Nash. But it was, after a conversation, overturned. McAdams pops one up foul. First base side, Espinal gives a look. It's out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Because the rule is that not only do you have to step off the mound, you can't do an inside move. And what that means is when a pitcher wants to throw to second base, you can't just lift your leg up, spin your body around, and then throw over. Now you have to take that back foot, whether you're a lefty or a righty, and not only disengage, but disengage and put it behind the rubber before you throw over to a base. And that was the mistake that Rowe made. He didn't make his first step behind the rubber. 1-2, breaking ball, swung on and lined into right field. That's a base hit. Thomas was running on the pitch, and he's able to score all the way from second. And the Blue Crabs take a 1-0 lead on a Josh McAdams RBI single in the bottom of the third. 2-strike count, and McAdams able to line one into right field. Scott Kelly wasn't playing too deep, but Tony Thomas was running on the pitch, which was a bit interesting with nobody out and a 2-strike count. He took off from second base, but it ultimately worked out for the Blue Crabs. For McAdams, It is his 15th RBI of the season. And for the second straight game, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have jumped ahead 1-0 in the bottom of the third. So now the first pitch from Holmberg to the left-handed hitting Ruby Silva misses low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Back-to-back hits for the Blue Crabs to begin the bottom of the third inning. McAdams off of first, held on by Espinal, the 1-0. Silva chases a breaking ball off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Holmberg now at 40 pitches. And there is movement in the Patriots bullpen. Before the game, Brett Jody mentioned that he wanted to get 3 innings out of Holmberg. He was perfect through 2, but he has run into danger and has already allowed a run in the third. So we'll see how long the leash is. Silva's a left-handed batter. Ken Blackstone then a left-handed batter. So certainly a good chance that Holmberg at least faces the next 2 batters. And then after that, with the middle of the order, maybe that's the point where Brett Jody makes the change. 1-1. Silva lines it to the backstop. 1-2. It's going to be a bullpen day for the Patriots, which is not ideal considering this bullpen is relatively low and they don't have another off day for a little over a week. Next off day is Monday, August 12th. They have a 7-game road trip that is currently underway. 7 games in 7 days. So the bullpen will need rest when given the opportunity. 1-2 is a ground ball hit to first, fielded in fair territory, and the throw to second for 1, return throw to first, in time, that's a double play. And Ruby Silva's arguing with the home plate umpire, Derek Moshe, but the ball was ruled fair, and it's a 3-6-3 double play. And there's 2 away in the inning. And now Stan Clyburn has come out to have a conversation with Moshe. It's a quick conversation, and the play on the field will hold. Now 2 out, nobody on. Well, Silva argued the ball was bounced down the first base line, and when Espinal fielded it, from my vantage point, I thought it was fair. I really did. I thought that it was maybe about 10 feet in front of the first base bag, and I thought the last bounce the ball took was on the chalk. Espinal short hop picked it and then quickly turned his body around and fired over to second. Now it's Ken Blackstone at the plate, and his first pitch misses outside, 1-0. It was an alert play by Edwin Espinal to initiate that double play and to field the ball in fair territory. Because if he sits back, it probably eventually rolls foul. 1-0 to Blackstone is lined out to right field. Scott Kelly backpedals, and he makes the catch shy of the warning track, and the inning is over. So Holmberg limits the damage. However, the Blue Crabs tack on a run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 1-0 Southern Maryland as we head to the 4th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's an unstoppable force, vast and mighty. It's the 101 days of summer, and this year it's bigger than ever. The NJ team is back again. We've got 101 days of prizes with other ways to win via our social channels, text message program, VIP club, and game changers. Find the fun at 101daysofsummer.com from May 24th to September 1st. Anything can happen in Jersey.
Fans get updates on the team, ticket specials, and upcoming promotions with the Patriots Blast. Text Somerset Patriots one word to 22828. to get signed up today. Have your next barbecue at the ballpark. Groups of 30 or more can enjoy the picnic area located down the left field line and enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. We do all the work so you can just sit back and relax. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700. Alfredo Rodriguez leads off in the top of the fourth, takes a first pitch for a called strike, 0-1. Blue Crabs leading 1-0. A run on 2 hits for Southern Maryland as Alfredo Rodriguez takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs on no hits for the Patriots. Somerset still looking for their first base runner of the ball game. 1-1. Rodriguez takes a strike, this one at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kyle Simon retired the first 10 Patriots last night. Darrell Thompson looking to match that tonight. 1-2 breaking ball. It's grounded foul down the third base line. And Rodriguez stays alive. Thompson threw 30 pitches through his first 3 innings. Struck out a pair. Probably the best hit ball against him to this point. Edwin Espinal hit one out to deep left center field. Now the 1-2. Misses up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, we'll see how the Patriots lineup progresses throughout the night, but not a great start for a lineup that has recently struggled as the 2-2 is swung on and missed strike 3. It's a breaking ball from Thompson. His 3rd strikeout of the ball game had Rodriguez well out in front. 1 away in the top of the 4th, and Thompson's now retired the first 10 Patriots in order. Well, we talked about it at the beginning, but this has been the longest losing streak of the season for the Patriots. They have dropped 6 in a row, and they have lost 10 of their last 11 ball games. And while analyzing the numbers and the stats over this stretch, it doesn't paint a particularly pretty picture. Here's Pacioli, checks his swing on the first pitch. It's a ground ball that stays fair. It rolls over the first base bag. It's fielded by McAdams, and he steps on first for out number 2. And when things are going bad, sometimes a play like that occurs. A fastball would have missed up and in. Pacioli barely even swung the bat, but the ball found the bat, and it rolled and stayed fair down the first base line. So 2 out, nobody on. Now 11 in a row retired by Thompson to begin this ball game. He'll face Will Kenger, left-handed hitter. First pitch. Kenger swings and pops it up. Behind home plate, Valerio gives it a look, but it will land a couple of rows deep. No balls and a strike. So the numbers for this Patriots lineup over this, we'll call it an 11-game stretch because they've lost 10 of their last 11. Over this stretch, they have the lowest batting average of any team in the Atlantic League. They are hitting collectively .194 over their last 11 games. That is entering tonight. 0-1. Kenger takes a fastball. It's called a strike. 0-2. So not only do they have an Atlantic League low .194 batting average over their last 11 games, they've scored the least amount of runs, 24. They've hit just 2 home runs, and they have just 19 RBI as a team. 0-2 fastball to Kenger, misses up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And they have a collective .255 on base percentage as a team over their last 11. 1-2 to Kenger, misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So again, we've discussed how this lineup has struggled, and numbers reflect that. A .194 batting average over an 11-game stretch at this level of baseball is simply not going to get the job done, and it certainly hasn't. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball sets down Kenger swinging, and Darrell Thompson is perfect through 4 innings. 12 up and 12 down. He has struck out 4 batters, and the Blue Crabs lead 1-0 through the top of the 4th inning on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Attention New Jersey camps, it's time to start thinking about your summer schedule and field trips for your campers. The Somerset Patriots Camp Days have returned for the upcoming season. Head over to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater to check out top-notch baseball for the best price in town. The 2019 camp dates are officially set for Thursday, July 18th, Wednesday, July 31st, and Wednesday, August 14th. The Patriots are welcoming camps with groups of all sizes to come out to the ballpark to enjoy America's favorite pastime. Each game begins at 11:05 a.m. and tickets start at just $8. There are also lunch options available for just $5. In addition, each camp in attendance will be welcomed with a public address announcement and a scoreboard announcement during the game. Camps can also take advantage of our on-field programs throughout the game based on availability. So book now to ensure a memorable baseball-filled, fun-in-the-sun trip for your camp today. Give us a call at 908-252-0700 or visit SomersetPatriots.com to lock down your camp's perfect summer trip. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. HealthQuest, a top 100 health and fitness club in the nation, is right here in our community, conveniently located on Route 31 in Flemington and open 7 days a week. HealthQuest proudly serves all of Central New Jersey. At HealthQuest, it's not just another day at the gym, it is a lifestyle. Visit them today and start your journey to becoming HQ Fit. So we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. My name's Mark Schwartz. We have Matt O'Neill running our boards back in Somerset. It is a 1-0 Southern Maryland Blue Crab lead. Edwin Garcia will lead off in the home half of the fourth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound for Somerset. The first pitch from James Pugliese is a fastball that misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. So David Holmberg is done after 3 innings of work, which is right where Brett Jody hoped he would be today, as Garcia lines a base hit up the middle. 1-0 fastball from Pugliese, lined right back over the mound, over the second base bag, and into center field. Garcia's first hit of the game. Third one for the Blue Crabs. And the second straight inning, Southern Maryland has their leadoff man reach. That'll bring up Joe Benson. So the final line on David Holmberg, he allows 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, no walks, 3 strikeouts over 3 innings. And now Pugliese on the mound. And James Pugliese will be tasked with a long relief role in today's ball game as he enters in the 4th inning. First pitch to Joe Benson, a ground ball to third. Navarro fields, flips to second. Massey's turn to first. That's in time, and that's around the horn, 5-4-3 double play. It's the second straight inning in which the Patriots have turned to. A slow roller to the left side. Navarro ranged to his left, cut the ball off along the infield grass in front of the shortstop Rodriguez. Flipped on to second, and Massey's turn to first was accurate. Patriots got a 3-6-3 double play ground out in the 3rd inning to help get Holmberg through that frame. So now there's 2 out, nobody on. Green steps in. He struck out swinging on 3 pitches against David Holmberg in his first at bat. First pitch from Pugliese to Green misses outside 1-0. So Pugliese 3-1 on the season, a 3.18 earned run average. This now is 31st relief appearance of the year. 1-0 to Green, cued foul. An inside out swing down the third base line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pugliese, one of 8 Atlantic League All-Stars for the Patriots this year. Enjoyed a strong month of July. Last pitched back last Tuesday on July 30th. 1-1 is lined sharply foul down the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Had a stretch, did Pugliese, where he did not allow an earned run over 9 straight appearances to begin his July, from July 1st through July 23rd, and has seen his ERA approach 3. Works from the windup, now the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to second base. Massey drops to a knee, fields cleanly, and Soft tosses it on to first. That retires the side, and it's a scoreless inning of relief for James Pugliese. We're through 4, and the Blue Crabs lead 1-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night,
every hour,
Every minute and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Ideacom is now offering businesses free VoIP phones. With Ideacom, you can reduce your phone bill, work from anywhere, and enjoy local support. Ideacom has the experience to provide a solution that's right for your business. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team today by visiting their website at ideacom-nj.com. And hey fans, do you have a group of friends or coworkers you want to entertain? Then come to TD Bank Ballpark and party with the Patriots on our Audi Suite Level. The Somerset Patriots Suite Level is brought to you by your New Jersey Audi dealers and the 2019 Audi Q5 SUV. Take a test drive today and see for yourself why the Audi Q5 was born to not conform. Michael Ullman leads off top of the fifth. First pitch from Darrell Thompson, a called strike. Thompson has faced 12 batters and has retired 12. He is perfect through the first 4 innings of this ballgame, and he has a 1-0 lead. Blue Crabs got a run in the bottom of the third. 0-1. Ullman swings and misses at a breaking ball. 0-2. The only run of the ball game, a Josh McAdams RBI single that came in the bottom of the third. 1 run on 3 hits for Southern Maryland. No runs, no hits for the Patriots. Here's the 0-2 from Thompson. Fastball misses up and in. Thompson rocked back and put a little extra juice on that one. Thompson was at just 42 pitches over his first 4 innings. He has struck out 4 batters to this point, and again, more importantly, has not allowed a base runner. 1-2. Breaking ball, softly hit down the third baseline. That's a foul ball, and it remains a 1-ball, 2-strike count. So it'll be Ullman followed by Espinal and Navarro, 4, 5, 6 in the order. This is the second straight game where the Patriots were held without a base runner over the first 3 innings. 1-2. Ullman fouls off the fastball. Stays alive. Kyle Simon again. 3 1/3 perfect last night. He ultimately went to distance, throwing a complete game. It was the second complete game thrown against the Patriots over this tough 11-game stretch. We provided the numbers the last inning. Go all the way back to that series against the Lancaster Barnstormers on the last road trip. 1-2 is a soft ground ball. It's hit to short. Garcia in front. He collects and he throws to first. A bit high, but McAdams keeps his foot on the bag, and that's the first out of the inning. So Ullman 0 for 2. That's now 13 in a row retired. But for this stretch, look, the Patriots, on their first road trip of the second half, their first stop was down in High Point, North Carolina, where they dropped the first game of that series in extra innings, but bounced back, won both Saturday night and Sunday, and they were 2 very big wins for this team. First pitch to Edwin Espinal, line to the backstop. No balls and a strike. And after those wins against the High Point Rockers to begin that road trip, Somerset was in a pretty good position. They hold the season tiebreaker over High Point, and they were 5-5 in the second half at that point. As Espinal jumps out of the way of a breaking ball inside, 1 ball and 1 strike, and that 5-5 record had them just a half game out of first place. But then the road trip continued, And they opened up a 3-game series against the Barnstormers. 1-1, a breaking ball swung on and missed, 1-2. Espinal not close to that one as he bailed in the right-handed batter's box, behind in the count. The Patriots were then swept in that 3-game series in Lancaster, returned home, dropped 2 of 3 to the Ducks, and then were swept in a 4-game series by the York Revolution. 0-2 rather, is fouled off down the right field line. And then, of course, the Patriots lost their first game here last night. So over this stretch, 2 pitchers have thrown complete games against the Patriots. Buddy Bauman did it in a 10-0 win for the Lancaster Barnstormers over the Patriots back on July 25th. And then Kyle Simon did it last night. 1-2 to Espinal. Taken low. In the dirt, blocked by Valerio. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Thompson certainly seems on his way to a strong outing tonight. Espinal flew out to left center field, probably had the best contact of any Patriot batter against Thompson to this point. 2-2 from the righty. Misses outside, and that runs the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this might be the first 3-ball count that a Patriots batter has worked tonight. Thompson from the windup. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball ripped foul down the third base line. And a nice catch made by his fan in the front row with a glove. And the count holds. Thompson has seldom walked batters this year. It's actually quite remarkable. He has only walked 11 batters over 121 innings entering tonight. And he has not yet walked a batter tonight. Just 11 walks in over 120 innings. That is a fantastic number for Thompson. But it's a 3-2 count with Espinal at the plate. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, fouled off. Down the third base line out of play. And Espinal working a tough at-bat against Thompson. And making the longtime Blue Crab righty work a bit. Thompson was at 42 pitches through 4 innings, but Michael Ullman worked a 6-pitch battle. And now Espinal about to see the 9th pitch of this sequence from Thompson. So if nothing else, work in the pitch count a little further north. Infield back, outfield straight up. Now the 3-2 to Espinal. Swing and a miss, he got him. Fastball climbed the ladder, and Espinal couldn't keep up. Strikeout number 5 for Thompson. And now 14 in a row retired by the righty. There's 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. And Ray Navarro the batter. Navarro flew out to right field in his first at-bat. He's been getting pretty aggressive swinging early in counts. First pitch, Navarro swings on cue and fouls it off to the backstop. No balls and a strike. Another impressive performance brewing here from Thompson, and certainly reminiscent towards what Rick Teasley did last Friday. As Navarro swings and rips one to first, it's caught on the fly by McAdams, robbed a base hit of Ray Navarro, and that retires the side. 15 up and 15 down for Daryl Thompson. He is not allowed a base runner. We're halfway home. Blue Crabs lead 1-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
2, 3, 4! Nailed it! Now let's go play some Quick Draw. Quick Draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring your...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with a power spray. Go, go, go. Stop. Killer class. Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
of the fifth inning. The Blue Crabs sitting 5, 6, and 7 with Ray Corey Vaughn, followed by Charlie Valerio and Tony Thomas. Southern Maryland leads this game 1-0. That run came back in the bottom of the third inning off an RBI single from Josh McAdams. He drove in Tony Thomas, who had a leadoff double, stole third base.
With nationally recognized service, competitive rates, and an award-winning teen driver safety program, NJM Insurance Group is a home run for New Jersey. Get your free quote at njm.com. This isn't just insurance, it's NJM. And for complete family eye care, go where the Patriots go. See Dr. I.B. Ehrlich and Dr. Martin Storbeck at the Bridgewater Optometric Center. It's located in Pearl Vision at the Somerset Shopping Center. Bridgewater Optometric Center, the official eye doctor of the Somerset Patriots. Blue Crabs lead 1-0. We're now in the bottom of the fifth inning. Darrell Thompson has something special brewing. He is not allowed a base runner over his first 5 innings. And now Corey Vaughn to lead off. Just 1 run on 3 hits for the Blue Crabs, but it's been enough. James Puglisi back on the mound, his second inning of relief, and the first pitch fastball misses outside. That's 1 ball and no strikes. So it's Vaughn followed by Valerio and Thomas. 1-0. Breaking ball. Misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Last batter of the top of the fifth inning. Ray Navarro hit the ball well down the first base line, but Josh McAdams made a sprawling catch as this one's fouled off by Vaughn. 2 balls and 1 strike. And whenever there's a perfect game or a no-hitter, it seems like there's always some very fine defensive plays that are made that stand out. 2-1, misses inside. Did that hit Vaughn? It did. He shakes his hand. Looked like it hit the right hand, and he's been given first base. That ball deflected and wound up hitting Patriots catcher Gabriel Bracamonte as well. So a leadoff hit by pitch. It's Vaughn at first, and now Bracamonte given a little bit of time. Patriots trainer Phil Lee's going to come out to see exactly where Bracamonte was hit. Looks like it was on the glove hand for Bracamonte, and Phil now being attested to with Patriot manager Brett Jody as well. So they have a conversation with Bracamonte as to make sure that everything's all right, but a leadoff base runner for the Blue Crabs for the now 3rd straight inning. Bracamonte will stay in the ballgame. So a hit by pitch has Vaughn at first. He has 3 stolen bases in 5 attempts. Southern Maryland got a leadoff double in the 3rd. That run scored. Got a leadoff single in the 4th, but Joe Benson then grounded into a double play. Now they have a leadoff base runner in the 5th in Puglisi's 2nd inning of relief. So the Patriots infield at double play depth, and now it's Charlie Valerio at the plate. He'll bat once again from the left side, and the first pitch from Puglisi misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Valerio grounded out to third base in his first at-bat on a fine play made by Ray Navarro. It was a well-hit, sharp ground ball to third. 1-0. Fastball, called a strike. 1-1. The ball was hit sharply into Navarro, and he tried to field a backhanded pick. It hit off the heel of his glove, and the ball popped in the air, but fortunately for Somerset, popped straight up in the air. And as it came down, Navarro collected it and got it to first to beat Valerio. Well out in front of this one is Valerio, and he rips it foul down the right field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 1-0 Blue Crab lead. There's a runner at first and nobody out, bottom of the 5th. Second game of a 3-game series between Somerset and Southern Maryland. Blue Crabs took last night's ball game 7-1 over Somerset. 1-2. Squares, pulls away, and takes a breaking ball low. Valerio had not shown bunt on any of the first 3 pitches of the at-bat, but with the new rules, showed bunt on a 2-strike count. Probably was taking all the way. Now it's a 2-ball and 2-strike count. Vaughn at first, held on by Edwin Espinal. Middle infield at double play depth, and the third baseman Navarro has the toes on the grass. 2-2. Shows bunt, taps it right in front of the plate. It's fielded by Bracamonte, but his throw to first base is high. It's over Massey into right field. Vaughn now racing around third, but the ball was out of play. So Vaughn will have to return to third base. Valerio will have to return to second. The ball was out of play. And now Stan Clyburn's going to have a conversation to see what the grounds rules are for this play. It's a throwing error for Gabriel Bracamonte. And for the time being, the Blue Crabs have runners at second and third. And now, I think Stan Clyburn having a conversation with Derek Moshe, maybe to ask when the ball was ruled dead, to try to direct where the base runners for the Blue Crabs should be. It's a long conversation, and Clyburn not particularly happy with the end result of that conversation. But it looks like the players will be held at the respective bases. It was a bunt from Valerio. It was a perfect bunt right up the middle, maybe about 10, 15 feet in front of home plate. And when Bracamonte jumped out to field it, it was Craig Massey covering the first base bag, and the throw was high. Might have tipped off the top of Massey's glove, and then it rolled down the right field line and eventually got out of play. So Vaughn to third base. Valerio now to second. We'll see how costly that E2 was for the Patriots, but now the infield is drawn in. Still nobody out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Here's Tony Thomas. He doubled in his first at-bat, a line drive double down the left field line. First pitch from Puglisi. It's taken up and in, 1 ball and no strikes. So it's officially been ruled a sac bunt for Charlie Valerio. And then he reaches on the E2. And then Vaughn advances 2 bases on the error. 1-0, tapped foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. So this is certainly a big moment in this ball game. Somerset trails 1-0. Right now the scoreboard in left field here at Regency Furniture Stadium says it's a 2-0 Blue Crab lead. That's simply inaccurate. It's Vaughn at third and Valerio at second. The infield drawn in. 1-1. Swing and a ground ball past the shortstop Rodriguez into center field. Vaughn scores. Rounding third base is Valerio. There won't be a throw home. That's a 2-run single for Tony Thomas. And now a 3-0 Blue Crab lead. Now, if the infield hadn't been drawn in, that might be a ball that Rodriguez makes a play on, but you had to bring the infield in that situation, and Tony Thomas was able to beat the shift. So the former Patriot gets the job done. He's 2 for 2. The Blue Crabs now lead 3-0, and there's still nobody out in the bottom of the fifth inning. The 39th and 40th RBIs of the season for Thomas. And the fielding error from Gabriel Bracamonte has come back to hurt the Patriots. Now the first pitch to McAdams is blooped to right field. That's a base hit. Thomas takes a hard turn around second. He'll advance to third as Kelly slipped. Ball got past him. Now the throw comes to second, and the tag applied on McAdams. McAdams out at second for the first out of the inning. Oh, that actually worked out to benefit the Patriots. Scott Kelly slipped while he was fielding that ground ball into right field, and McAdams tried to get aggressive. Tony Thomas went first to third. He was going to get there regardless of what Kelly did. But because of that slip, McAdams tried to take second base. Kelly recovered, got the ball to second, and it beat McAdams. A 9-6 putout. So it's a single, but now there's 1 away in the bottom of the fifth. And the Patriots once again will bring the infield in. Now Ruby Silva steps in with a runner at third base. It's Tony Thomas at third. Blue Crabs leading 3-0. Even though their scoreboard reads 4-0 Southern Maryland. First pitch. Silva swings, grounds it to second. Fielded by Massey. Coming home's Thomas. The throw beats him. And he's saying that he's safe. Bracamonte applied the tag. Thomas with a headfirst dive to home. Derek Moshe says that Thomas beat the tag, and now Brett Jody has come out to argue. The infield was drawn in. Massey fielded it cleanly. He threw it home. The throw beat him. Bracamonte spun around to apply the tag, and Moshe said that the headfirst dive from Thomas beat it. And it's a short argument from Brett Jody. The call will stand, and it's a 4-0 Blue Crab lead. So at first base now is Ruby Silva. That'll be an RBI for Silva on what should be a fielder's choice. A close play at home. Home plate umpire Derek Moshe has a better angle than I do, but boy, I thought they got him. But it all depends on when and where Bracamonte applied the tag. First pitch from James Pugliese to the left-hitting Kent Blackstone, taken for a strike, 1-0. The infield was drawn in for that exact reason. A ground ball hit to one of them to try to prevent the runner from third from scoring. 0-1. Blackstone swings and grounds it foul. 0-2. The ball was hit sharply, and Thomas was running on contact. So he was sprinting home from third. Massey's throw to home beat him, but Gabriel Bracamonte caught the ball in front of home plate, which is where he was supposed to catch it, and then spun his body around to apply the tag, and it all depends on where on the body did that tag apply. As Blackstone fouls off the 0-2. With a head-first, full-speed dive from Tony Thomas into home, suppose it's certainly possible that the tag was applied either towards the hip or to the backside of Thomas, at which point maybe his hand had already crossed home plate, but I thought they got him. 0-2. Misses high, and a delayed stolen base attempt from Silva. He tries to race back to first base now, and the tag applied. And that's the second out of the inning on the second base running mistake from Southern Maryland. Silva got a really delayed jump off of first base, and then halfway between first and second, decided to run back towards first. The throw from Bracamonte went to the shortstop Rodriguez, who then returned it to Edwin Espinal at first. So it goes a 2-6-3 caught stealing. And now there's 2 away. The 1-2 to Blackstone. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the second base running mistake from Southern Maryland in this inning, but they've still plated 3 runs. Now the 1-0. Blackstone swings and grounds it, deflects off of Pugliese, rolls to Rodriguez, who spins, fields, and fires to first in time. Side retired. That's a 1-6-3 putout and a fine play made by Alfredo Rodriguez. The inning comes to an end, but not before the damage is done. 3 runs for the Blue Crabs. That comes home on 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody is left on base. Through 5, Blue Crabs lead 4-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. At TD Bank, expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access through online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. Visit tdbank.com. Member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. So 3 more runs home for the Blue Crabs in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead 4-0. And now it's Daryl Thompson back on the mound, still working on a perfect outing. First pitch to Craig Massey. It misses low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Daryl Thompson has faced 15 batters, and he has retired 15. Has struck out 5 in the process. 1-0 to Massey. Fastball taken low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. It's been all Blue Crabs tonight as the Patriots' struggles have continued. 2-0 from the righty. Massey swings and lifts it foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Blue Crabs. No runs, no hits, and 1 error for the Patriots. Massey, Bracamonte, and Kelly due up here for Somerset. 2-1 from Thompson. Fastball, called a strike, a delayed call from the home plate umpire, Derek Moshe. Of course, he's using the ABS system in play for today. The assisted automated balls and strikes system. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Breaking ball, outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now the second 3-2 count that Thompson has worked tonight. Edwin Espinal had a 9-pitch battle back in the 5th inning, ultimately struck out swinging on a fastball. 3-2 to Massey. Fouled off. And Massey stays alive. Daryl Thompson was at 59 pitches through 5 innings, so not only has he been perfect, but the pitch count's exactly where he would want it to be. Now the 3-2. Blooped foul down the third baseline out of play, and Massey stays alive. So, again, the Patriots at this point seem like best that they could do is just try to work this pitch count up. Thompson has thrown more innings than any other pitcher in the Atlantic League this season. He is this team's pitching coach, so he'll stay out there as long as he wants. 3-2 to Massey. Swing and a miss. He got him. That's a breaking ball. Strikeout number 6 for Thompson, and there's 1 away in the top of the 6th inning. That's 16 in a row retired by Thompson. Well, the Patriots have somewhat been in this position already. But on the other side of the coin, of course, Rick Teasley, a couple of Fridays ago, threw 9 perfect innings. It was the first time in Atlantic League history that a pitcher went 27 up and 27 down. But the Patriots did not score a run in that ball game, and it was forced to go to the 10th. First pitch to Gabriel Bracamonte is taken for a strike, 0-1. And it was a very difficult loss for the Patriots. Not often do you see a pitcher throw what should have been a complete game, perfect game, only for the team to lose. 0-1 to Bracamonte, missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike, and that was almost the full encapsulation of his team's offensive woes as of late. And Thompson, he's flirting with history tonight. 1-1. Bracamonte swings and pops it up over the backstop out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, after Somerset wasn't able to get the job done for Teasley and give him the first official perfect game in Atlantic League history last Friday, I'm sure they do not want to give Daryl Thompson that opportunity tonight. 1-2. Breaking ball misses low and outside. Bounces in the left-handed batter's box. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Granted, this is a lineup for the Patriots that is certainly not their A lineup, with Jimmy Paredes still hurt. And the Patriots missing some pieces. But nonetheless, a very impressive performance from Thompson to this point. 2-2 to Bracamonte. Swinging a hard hit line drive to deep left field. Back goes Benson, turns around, and there it goes! The first hit of the ballgame for the Patriots is a Gabriel Bracamonte solo home run. His second home run of the season goes over the porch in left field, the mini monster. Somerset's on the board. It's now a 4-1 ball game in the top of the 6th inning. The perfecto is gone, the no-hitter is gone, and it's Gabriel Bracamonte getting the job done for Somerset. turned on a fastball up in the zone and sent it over the fence in straightaway left field. And history will not be made by Southern Maryland tonight. Now Scott Kelly, the batter, as Thompson will work from the windup. First pitch. Kelly swings and fouls off a fastball 0-1. So Gabriel Bracamonte, he steps up and gets the job done. This is 15th game of the season. Was a 154 batting average entering tonight, and he just sent one over the fence against Thompson, 0-1. Kelly swings and misses at a fastball. No balls and 2 strikes. So if nothing else, the Patriots can breathe a sigh of relief knowing that Southern Maryland will not throw a perfect game, nor will they throw a no-hitter in tonight's ballgame. But still, more work to be done. They still trail by 3 as Kelly swings at the 0-2 and lines one out to right center field. That gets down. It splits the gap as Ruby Silva cuts it off before the warning track. But Scott Kelly into second base. That's a 1-out double. Back-to-back extra base hits for Somerset. And now a runner at second base for the first time in this ballgame. So Scott Kelly with a double. And Thompson struggling against the 8-9 batters for the Patriots. First the Bracamonte solo home run, now the Kelly double. And maybe a bit of momentum brewing here for the Patriots. Here's Alfredo Rodriguez, who's 0 for 2 to this point. And now Darrell Thompson will work from the stretch for the first time this evening. Kelly off of second, first pitch. Rodriguez swings and skies it out to right field. This one should be playable. Silva's underneath it. He makes the catch. Kelly's going to tag from second. Here comes the throw. It's a perfect throw, and they got him. My goodness, what a throw from Ruby Silva. He, on a fly, threw a dime to third base. Kelly tagged out. Just a very impressive throw from Ruby Silva, and that ends the inning. However, the Patriots are on the board. Gabriel Bracamonte with a solo home run, and it's a 4-1 Blue Crab lead as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
I fight every night.
Every hour.
Every minute.
And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
It's okay. You think he knew that you texted him or said that?
So we return for the bottom of the 6th inning here in Regency Furniture Stadium. As James Puglise's night has come to an end, the new pitcher is the righty Edwin Chiarte. As he takes over in the home half of the 6th inning, the Patriots are on the board after Gabriel Bracamonte solo home run. The perfect game is gone. The no-hitter is gone for the Blue Crabs, but they still lead. So Puglise done after 2 innings of work. And we'll get to his final line in a moment. But it's Edwin Chiarte who is now on the mound for Somerset as he makes his 2nd appearance since rejoining the team. Chiarte allowed 2 runs, both earned on 4 hits in his first appearance with the team. That came back a couple of days ago on August 1st. And now Chiarte, a right-handed reliever, 6'2", 285 pounds, will step on the mound here. Edwin Garcia to lead off in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the first pitch taken for a called strike, 0-1. As a breaking ball from Chiarte, misses low and in. It bounces away from Bracamonte. It rolls down the third base line, and Edwin Garcia takes first base. So the Blue Crabs take advantage of the steal first base rule. It was a breaking ball in the dirt from Edwin Chiarte, rather. It got away from Gabriel Bracamonte, took a big bounce, rolled all the way towards the Blue Crab dugout down the third base line. And Edwin Garcia decided to take off from first base, take advantage of the new rules. And the way that is now scored is a walk. So that is a 2-pitch walk issued by Edwin Chiarte, and the Blue Crabs have a runner at first base with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now Joe Benson at the plate, and the first pitch from Chiarte taken for a strike, 0-1. So I believe that is the third time this season that the Blue Crabs have used that new rule to their advantage. Chiarte from the stretch. Sidearms the 0-1 fastball, and it misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. There have certainly been a number of opportunities for the Patriots to utilize the new rule, and by and large, they have decided not to. Only one time did the Patriots actually use it to that sense, and Justin Pacioli did it with the Patriots trailing late in the ball game last week, as Chiarte gets a fastball for a called strike, 1-2. But look, those are the new rules in the Atlantic League, and Southern Maryland, it's not like they broke a rule or anything, they just decided to utilize it. And what it has done has given them a leadoff base runner in the bottom of the 6th inning. Garcia off of first, held on by Espinal, and Benson swings and misses at a breaking ball. Tag applied by Bracamonte. Holding at first base is Garcia, and that's the first out of the inning. A nice pitch from Chiarte. Breaking ball from the sidearm delivery, and Benson swung right over it. That is the 4th strikeout for Patriots pitchers tonight. James Puglisi done after 2 innings of relief. He ultimately threw 27 pitches over those 2 innings and gave up 3 runs, all of them coming in the bottom of the 5th inning to give the Blue Crabs a 4-1 lead. Dean Green at the plate. First pitch from Chiarte taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. So the final line on Puglisi, 2 innings of work. He allowed 3 runs, 2 of which earned on 3 hits. No walks, no strikeouts. And now it's Edwin Chiarte on the mound. Briefly played with the Patriots back in the 2015 season before his contract was purchased by the San Francisco Giants organization. He's got a runner at first with 1 away. Power hitting Green at the plate. And a breaking ball taken low. And Chiarte has made Bracamonte certainly work here in the bottom of the 6th inning. There have been, I think there was 4 or 5 pitches that have already been in the dirt that Bracamonte has had to either block or attempt to block so far in this inning. So 2 balls and no strikes. Green went 3 for 5 last night. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight. His batting stance reminds me of Kyle Roller, but a bit of Chuck Knobloch also. 2-0. Fastball up and in. 3 balls and no strikes. Green, the way he holds the bat is sort of tilted on a diagonal, exiting the left shoulder and tilting back towards the press box behind home plate. Keeps his hands back as well. 3-0. Swing and a line drive over the first baseman, Espinal, into right field. Kelly collects it, gets the ball back along the infield, but that's a base hit for Green. His first of the ball game. Edwin Garcia stops at second, and the Blue Crabs have runners at first and second base with 1 away. Green got the green light, and now Southern Maryland threatening. And look for the Patriots trying to break off this losing skid. They trail 4-1. They just got a solo home run from Gabriel Bracamonte in the top of the 6th inning to try to get some momentum back on their side. The way the inning ended, momentum likely swung back to Southern Maryland on a perfect throw from Ruby Silva in right center field to throw out Scott Kelly at third base. And now, 2 on, 1 away, and Corey Vaughn at the dish. First pitch from Chiarte. Vaughn swings and misses on a slider, tailing away from the right-handed hitter. No balls and a strike. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Southern Maryland. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Patriots. Off of second base is Edwin Garcia. At first base, it's Dean Green. 0-1. Swing and a miss on a slider. No balls and 2 strikes. Chiarte began the season in the Mexican League, split time with both Leon and Santillo. Had a 9.39 ERA across 16 combined relief appearances. And has a 10.80 ERA over his first 2 relief appearances with the Patriots this year. 0-2. Taken low. Looked like that might have been a bit of a changeup. Maybe even a split finger there from Chiarte. And some slow downward movement. Certainly not a curveball. So it's a 1-2 count. Vaughn is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning and came around to score, which at the time gave the Blue Crabs a 2-1 lead. 1-2. Bloop down the right field line, softly hit, and it lands foul. Still a 1 ball, 1 2 strike count. David Holmberg, the starting pitcher for the Patriots, only went 3 innings. Gave up a run through 44 pitches. James Puglisi just finished 2 innings of relief, and now Edwin Chiarte on the mound. Imagine there's a good chance that Chiarte will be asked to eat a couple of innings as well. And an already thin Patriot bullpen. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called. 2 away. Corey Vaughn rung up on a slow breaking ball from Edwin Chiarte that crossed the knees down the middle. And that's the second out of the inning. So 2 out now in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that'll bring up Charlie Valerio. Valerio is at the center of the 3-run bottom of the 5th inning for Southern Maryland. Came to the plate with a runner at first, nobody out. Dropped a sac bunt right in front of home plate, and a throwing error from Gabriel Bracamonte put runners at second and third. First pitch from Chiarte to Valerio is swung on and missed 0-1. So Valerio technically is 0 for 1 today. He has scored a run as well. Came around on the 2-run single from Tony Thomas in the 5th, which added to the Blue Crab lead. Off of second base is Edwin Garcia. Off of first is Dean Green, as Chiarte hopes to keep the Blue Crabs off the board. 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Bracamonte. 1 ball and 1 strike. Valerio at the beginning of the season was splitting time behind the plate with Mike Falsetti. But Valerio has taken over as the primary catcher for this Blue Crab team. A Dominican Republic countryman, played with the Fargo Moorhead in the American Association last year. Now in the Atlantic League, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slow breaking ball. And Valerio well out in front, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right side of the infield plays back. The third baseman Ray Navarro plays close to the infield grass. Outfield straight up. No wind to speak of on a beautiful evening for baseball. Lights starting to take dominance here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Sun is set for the most part. Chiarte comes set. Glove at the belt. 1-2. Bounces low, and it gets away from Bracamonte. Rolls towards the backstop. Onto third base is Garcia. Over to second goes Green. And that's the second wild pitch of the inning for Edwin Chiarte. He has peppered the dirt in front of home plate during this inning, and he has made Gabriel Bracamonte earn his money. There have been a number of pitches where Bracamonte has either had to shed the mask or at least drop to his knees to keep the ball in front of him. That one, another breaking ball, and it skipped away from Bracamonte. So now runners at second and third, still 2 away, and it's a 2-2 count between the righty Chiarte and the switch-hitting Valerio, who bats from the left side. Chiarte comes set, 2-2. Swing and a soft ground ball, rolled to the right side. Massey gloves, fields, jogs towards first, completes the putout, and the inning is over. So Chiarte works out of the jam, no runs. In the bottom of the 6th inning on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners are left on base. Blue Krebs lead 4-1 through 6 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 30 or more receive $2 off the normal price per ticket, starting at just $8.50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions, including a pregame performance, color guard, baseball buddies, Field of Dreams, or the 7th inning fun bunch. The Patriots also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 250 or more for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located down the left field line, where groups of 30 to 500 could have a ballpark barbecue. For $28 a person, get a ticket to the game and an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. Overlooking the left field line is the party deck, where an upscale buffet will be served along with a cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. Email us at groups@somersetpatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 to lock down your perfect summer outing.
Truin Associates is the sponsor of the lawn seating area in the ballpark. At Truin Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. Truin Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. We're now in the top of the 7th inning as we approach the 2-hour mark of tonight's ball game. My name's Mark Schwartz. We have Matt O'Neill running our WCTC boards back in central New Jersey. And, of course, we have you, the listeners, that have tuned in for this ball game, whether it be over the airwaves on 1450 WCTC or whether you're watching the live stream with video of tonight's broadcast on our SPN.TV family of networks. Either way, we very much thank you guys for joining us for your Saturday evening. Justin Pacioli leads off in the top of the 7th against Blue Crabs starting pitcher Daryl Thompson, and the first pitch misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. 4 runs, 6 hits for Southern Maryland. 1 run, 2 hits for the Patriots, as Pacioli takes low. 2 balls and no strikes. Daryl Thompson was perfect, literally, to begin his night. Retired the first 16 batters that he faced. 2-0. Fastball misses a bit low. 3 balls and no strikes. It was 16 up and 16 down for Thompson. First batter to reach base came with 1 out in the 6th inning, as Pacioli takes a strike 3 and 1. It was Gabriel Bracamonte who got not only on the base paths, but got the Patriots on the board, a solo home run in the top of the 6th. 3-1 to Pacioli. Swinging a hard hit line drive up the middle into center field, a base hit for Patch. And that is a needed leadoff base runner for Somerset in the top of the 7th. Pacioli with excellent speed. We'll see how aggressive he gets leading off of first base. That's just the 3rd hit of the ball game for Somerset, where the Patriots are now getting better swings off of Thompson. It was Bracamonte that was the first base runner with that solo home run. The next batter was Scott Kelly. He doubled to right center field. And now it's Pacioli at first. With nobody out, top of the 7th, and Somerset very much still within this ball game. It's just a 4-1 Blue Crab lead. Plenty of baseball to be played. Will Kenger at the plate. Swings at the first pitch and grounds it foul, 0-1. And now a little bit of movement, actually, in Southern Maryland's bullpen. It's their lone left-handed pitcher, Adam Choplick, that has begun to throw, which is a bit surprising considering the way that Thompson had been pitching. But now Thompson's pitch count's starting to creep a bit further north. 0-1 to Kenger. Swing and a ripped line drive to right field, but Silva comes in. It's under his glove. It drops in for a base hit. Going first to third is Pacioli. Kenger holds at first, and the Patriots have runners on the corners and nobody out in the top of the 7th. Kenger hit that ball hard, and I believe he put some topspin on that one, almost tomahawked the swing on a pitch that was up in the zone. And when Silva came racing in from right field, I think he misplayed it a bit. The ball dipped a bit quicker than he anticipated, and it nearly fully got underneath his glove. Fortunately for Silva, he still got a piece on it, and it only trickled a bit away from him. If he didn't get any piece of that, Kenger might be rounding third and heading for home. But now it's runners on the corners, nobody out. Here's Michael Ullman. First pitch. Taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Right after that pitch, Charlie Valerio bluffed a throw down to third, with Pacioli taking a large secondary lead. Ultimately, no throw was made as Pacioli continued to bounce back and forth a bit. Good opportunity here for the Patriots. 1-0 from Thompson. Breaking ball gets Ullman well out in front. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ullman is 0 for 2 today. He is 0 for 6 in the first 2 games of this series since returning from a brief hiatus due to an elbow issue. He has twice grounded out, once to second base and once to short. Again, Adam Choplick continues to get loose in Southern Maryland's bullpen. Darrell Thompson is now about to throw his 86th pitch of the evening. He's allowed a run on 4 hits, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. Pacioli at third, Kenger at first. Long stretch, now the 1-1. Swung on and skied in the air out to shallow right field. This shouldn't be deep enough. Silva continues to race in. He makes the catch. Pacioli bluffs the tag from third. Silva's already showed off his strong arm tonight, and no way, with the tying run coming to the plate, are you going to send Pacioli there.
Yeah, when you can throw from right field to first to third base on the
So an unproductive out for Michael Ullman. Fails to bring home Pacioli from third. There's 1 away, and now Edwin Espinal the batter. And a tough day at the plate for Ullman. Still an opportunity for Somerset to cut into this lead, but got to find a way to at least get a run home in this inning after having first and third and nobody out. The Blue Crab infield's a double play depth, and Espinal's certainly a double play candidate. He's 0 for 2 from the plate. Kenger goes, breaking ball, called a strike, the throw to second, and Kenger beats the tag. That's a stolen base for Will Kenger. It is his 11th steal of the season, a well-timed stolen base. The pitch was a called strike, but now that takes the double play away from the Blue Crabs. It's an 0-1 hole for Espinal, but a good job from Kenger not only stealing a base, but stealing it early in the count. Now gives Espinal an opportunity to know the situation. 0-1 from Thompson. Taken low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, a base hit from Espinal with both Pacioli's speed at third and Kenger's speed at second. Could tie this, well, at least bring the Patriots within a run. They trail 4-1 with runners at second and third, 1 away in the top of the 7th inning. Now the 3rd time that Thompson has worked through the Patriots' order. Here's the 1-1. It's a breaking ball that misses outside. Espinal shakes his head horizontally back and forth in the right-handed batter's box, saying no, that pitch was not a strike, and it certainly wasn't. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. The infield plays back. Espinal could hit the ball hard. He'll likely concede a run on a ground ball. 2-1. Taken low and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Awaiting on deck is Ray Navarro. He's a switch hitter. And then it's Craig Massey, a left-handed batter. So there's certainly a possibility that this could be Thompson's final batter, which is a striking turnaround considering not too long ago he was carrying a perfect game with 1 out in the 6th inning. There's now 1 out in the 7th. Somerset trails 4-1, but they've got runners at 2nd and 3rd, and a hitter's count here for Espinal. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and tipped into the glove of Valerio. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I think Espinal was gearing up for a fastball, and Thompson took a little off of that one. Espinal tried to slow his bat speed up a bit, but ultimately got underneath it and tipped it into the glove of the Blue Crab catcher. Well, with the infield playing back and the outfield straight up and Espinal's power, you got to at least find a way to put the ball in play and do what you can to bring Pacioli home from 3rd, with the Patriots trailing by 3 runs. Now the 3-2. Swing and a miss, he got him. A soft curveball from Darryl Thompson strikes out Edwin Espinal swinging. That's the 2nd out of the inning, and will it be the final batter that Thompson faces? Stan Clyburn's at the top step of his dugout, and it looks like Clyburn's going to keep Thompson in. The Patriots had runners on the corners and nobody out. Michael Ullman popped out into shallow right field. Edwin Espinal just struck out swinging. Got the 7th strikeout of the ballgame for Thompson. And now it's up to Ray Navarro. First pitch curveball misses outside, 1-0. And what a missed opportunity this would be for a Patriots team that desperately needs to find a way to win. They've had the tying run at the plate 3 different times in this inning, and still have Pacioli at 3rd, still have Kenger at 2nd. 1-0. Well outside on a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Adam Choplik has continued to throw in the Blue Crabs bullpen all inning. He's ready to go. Thompson now at 95 pitches. Left-handed hitting Massey awaits on deck. But Stan Clyburn, the manager of the Blue Crabs, giving Thompson an opportunity to stay in this ballgame. He's done this a number of times. Actually, we've seen it twice with Craig Stem on the mound for the Blue Crabs this season, where Clyburn kept his starting pitcher in just a couple of batters too late, and it cost the Blue Crabs. We'll see if it costs them here. 2-0 to Navarro. Fastball, called a strike, inner half, belt high, 2-1. Navarro was 0 for 4 yesterday. He is 0 for 2 today. He was robbed of a base hit in his last at-bat on a sharp line drive to the first baseman, Josh McAdams. One of the better defensive plays made by the Blue Crabs tonight. And now Navarro asks for time, and he throws away one of his elbow guards. I guess he felt that might have been restricting him a bit. Now Thompson comes set. 2-1. Navarro bloops it foul. Over the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Deuces are wild now in the top of the 7th inning, with runners at 2nd and 3rd. First base is open. And the Patriots had a runner at 3rd base with nobody out in this inning, and they are a strike away from failing to score Pacioli. Thompson comes set. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and just fouled off by Navarro. That was a breaking ball that was low in the zone, close to the chute tops. And Navarro inverted the bat head and just got a piece of it. Softly flared it to the backstop behind home plate to stay alive. Now 98 pitches thrown by Thompson tonight. About to throw number 99. A base hit here could bring the Patriots within a run. It's up to Navarro to get the job done. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses low, and it gets away from Valerio. And racing home from third base is Pacioli, and he scores. That's a run-scoring wild pitch. Pacioli in from third, and the Patriots are back on the board. Now a 4-2 score in the top of the 7th. And over to third base goes Will Kenger. Well, Somerset wasn't really able to get the job done to this point in the inning with the bats, but they get a good amount of fortune on a breaking ball that got away from Valerio. So the wild pitch scores a run. It's a 4-2 ball game. Now Kenger off of third. The infield continues to play back. The outfield straight up. Navarro at the plate, and it's a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up. First base side. McAdams is underneath it. Settles, makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the damage limited, but Somerset at the very least is able to plate a run. It's a run coming home on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. 4-2, Blue Crabs lead. Will stretch and then move to the bottom of the 7th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection with 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience, with all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction, with positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here for...
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand. That's a tasty burger.
Get the checking account for smart people. Provident Smart Checking, no minimum balance, no monthly service fees. Yes, indeed. Provident Bank commitment you can count on. Get the ball rolling at Provident.Bank. The Patriots are inching their way closer in this one. They just stranded a runner at third base in the top of the 7th inning, but they got a run on a wild pitch, allowing Pacioli to race home from third. And Somerset now trails this ball game 4-2. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Edwin Chiarte remains on the mound. It's the bottom third of the Blue Crab order duo. First pitch to Tony Thomas is lined sharply foul down the left field line. No balls and a strike. So it'll be Thomas, followed by McAdams and Ruby Silva. 4-2 Blue Crabs lead. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Southern Maryland. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Patriots. Somerset has plated a run in each of the last 2 innings. 0-1. Swing and a line drive down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Over Navarro, rattles around in the corner, and Thomas will make his way on to second base standing with his second leadoff double of the ball game. Thomas now 3 for 3. 2 doubles, 2 runs batted in. And the Blue Crabs hope to respond here in the bottom of the 7th. So Chiarte will have to work out of danger once again. The Blue Crabs got a leadoff walk in the 6th, utilizing the new Atlantic League rule, allowing runners to take off on a pitch in the dirt at the plate. Later got a 1-out base hit from Dean Green. Had runners at second and third after a wild pitch, but ultimately did not score in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Josh McAdams to work against the righty Chiarte. And the first pitch, a broken bat dribbler to the left side of the infield. Navarro charges in, gloves, but he doesn't have a play to first. miscommunication along the left side of the infield for the Patriots. And the Blue Crabs have runners on the corners and nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Chiarte jammed McAdams. He broke the bat. The ball dribbled on the left side of the infield. Navarro's first steps were towards third base, thinking that Chiarte might make the play and flip it to third. The ball got past Chiarte, so Navarro charged in along the grass. And by the time that he fielded it, wasn't confident in his ability to get the ball onto first before McAdams crossed the bag. So it's an infield single. And now the Blue Crabs quickly, 3 pitches into the bottom of the 7th inning, have runners on the corners. Here's Ruby Silva, left-handed batter. Chiarte comes set, first pitch. Over the top fastball, and it misses inside, a 1 ball and no strikes. So Chiarte's mixed in a couple of different arm angles on the rubber tonight. He's gone from the sidearm delivery a couple of times. That time it was a fastball over the top. 1-0. Swing and a chopper to first. Fielded by Espinal. Coming home's Thomas. The throw comes home and the tag applied by Bracamonte. No slide from Thomas. This one a clear cut out. And there's 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Well, the infield was drawn in. And similar to the situation for Thomas back in the 5th inning. He tried to race home on a ground ball hit by Ruby Silva. And the throw came home, and he beat the tag from Bracamonte. Edwin Espinal was close to the infield grass at first, and Thomas still tried to race home again. Espinal threw it home and beat Thomas by a considerable margin, and Thomas opted not to even slide and was tagged out by Bracamonte. So that's a big 3-2 putout. On second goes McAdams. But now, Patriots infield a double play depth, except for Navarro at third. He plays in. First pitch to Kent Blackstone misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. And this would be very big for Edwin Chiarte if he could get out of this inning without allowing a run. Patriots have scored 2 unanswered ever since the 3-run bottom of the 5th. They've made it a 4-2 ball game. But with the way this lineup has struggled, paramount to keep this at no more than a 2-run deficit. 1-0. Blackstone takes a breaking ball. It's called a strike. 1-1. Blackstone is 0 for 3 today. He's a 230 batter on the season. Leadoff man for the Blue Crabs. Earlier this season, Ruby Silva was leading off. Angelisa Nina was leading off. Nina was traded to the Revs. And now Blackstone, the starting second baseman. Everyday player. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a tapper. Rolls just a bit away from Bracamonte. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Could have made an argument to bunt here for Blackstone, but it would have provided the second out of the inning. I don't think that's what the Blue Crabs want with Edwin Garcia waiting on deck. McAdams has solid speed. He's at second. Silva, a good base runner at first. Right side of the infield plays back. Navarro plays in. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Looked like more of a line of a cut fastball coming in from Chiarte. Onto the hands of Blackstone. He swung right over it. It's a big strikeout for the righty. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the 7th inning. So 2 out now with 2 on, and here's Edwin Garcia, who is 1 for 2. He drew a walk, taking off on a pitch in the dirt back in the 6th inning. Was ultimately stranded at third base. Garcia had 2 separate 2-out RBI singles in last night's ballgame. First pitch, breaking ball from Chiarte, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. That time a sidearm offering. So we'll see how Garcia does here. Again, he had 3 hits yesterday. 2 of them were 2-out RBI singles. As a rogue ball from the bullpen for the Blue Crabs makes its way towards the infield. All 7 runs that Southern Maryland scored in last night's ballgame came with 2 away. That has not been the case tonight. They have 4 runs, none of them with 2 out. But an opportunity for Garcia against Chiarte. This is Chiarte's second inning of relief. He's the second reliever used by the Patriots. 0-1, a ground ball hit foul off of the shin of Garcia. No balls and 2 strikes. David Holmberg went 3 innings, allowed a run. James Puglisi went 2 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 earned. And now Chiarte continues to find himself in a jam, but he's a strike away from keeping the Blue Crabs off the board. He's thrown an inning and 2/3 to this point. Tony Thomas led off the inning with a double. Josh McAdams then reached on an infield single. But a fielder's choice for Silva retired Thomas at the plate. Blackstone just struck out swinging. And now Garcia behind in the count against Chiarte, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball blocked by Bracamonte in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outfield doesn't play too deep. Garcia has 3 home runs, along with a .255 batting average on the season. Blue Crabs fans clap on the third-year Southern Maryland shortstop. Chiarte comes set. Glove rests at the belt. Here's the 1-2. Swung on in a soft ground ball to the left side. It's gloved by Rodriguez. He'll throw to first, and Garcia beats it out. It's an infield single, and the bases are loaded. Not a well-hit ground ball. It rolled to the left side. Rodriguez circled around it, got his momentum carrying him towards first, and the throw was accurate, maybe a little high. Espinal with a stretch at first, but Garcia beat it out, sniffing out an infield single. And now the Blue Crabs have the bases loaded with 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. It's the second infield single of the inning for Southern Maryland. Chiarte was a strike away from getting out of this jam. And it's now McAdams at third, Silva at second, Garcia at first, and Joe Benson at the plate. But a tough night so far for Benson. He's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. He has also grounded into a double play. Chiarte about to throw his 34th pitch of the night. Here it is. And it's swung on and missed, a soft slider. And he jumps ahead, no balls and a strike. This Chiarte's 3rd relief appearance for the Patriots. He had only thrown an inning and 2/3 to this point. He's already thrown an inning and 2/3 tonight. Righty on righty matchup. The 0-1. Swinging and a miss. Another soft breaking ball. Boy, Chiarte has gone back to the well a number of times with that pitch. He drops the arm into a sidearm slot and then helicopters a slider softly to the plate, and both times he's generated a swing and a miss out of Benson. Does he go to that pitch one more time and trust Bracamonte on a pitch in the dirt? Maybe he switches it up to an over-the-top fastball. We'll see. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. 3 straight sliders. Swung on and missed, and Chiarte gets out of the inning. No runs for the Blue Crabs. On 3 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base as Chiarte strikes out a pair. We remain at a 4-2 score heading to the 8th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day. Every night.
Every hour.
Every minute. And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. T-Mobile has become now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Top of the 8th inning from Regency Furniture Stadium. Somerset Patriots trailing the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 4-2. And there is a new pitcher on the mound for Southern Maryland. Daryl Thompson's day is done after 7 strong innings. And the new pitcher is the lefty Adam Choplik, the only left-handed relief pitcher available in Southern Maryland's bullpen. And Stan Clyburn opts to use him here in the top of the 8th inning, with Craig Massey leading off. It'll be Massey, Bracamonte, and Kelly, the bottom third of this Patriot order. And we'll get to Daryl Thompson's final line in a moment. A night that started with perfection. Choplik comes set. He works from the stretch, and the first pitch to Massey, a fastball misses up and in. Nearly hit Massey. He had to spin out of the way. Nearly hit the home plate umpire, Derek Moshe. 1 ball and no strikes. Choplik, a 6'9", 265-pound left-handed relief pitcher. A big presence on the mound. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Massey misses on a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Choplik's 0-1 this year, but an impressive 2.53 ERA, coming across 31 relief appearances, 39 strikeouts against 12 walks. Now the 1-1. Massey bluffs a bunt and takes a fastball off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Choplik can work as a setup man here for Southern Maryland. Their closer is the former Cy Young candidate, Matt Latos. I would imagine we would see Latos should the Blue Crabs hold a lead into the 9th. 2-1. Massey flies it foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the final line on Daryl Thompson. He retired the first 16 men that he faced in order. Ultimately goes 7 innings. Allows 2 runs, both earned on 4 hits. No walks and 7 strikeouts through 99 pitches. 72 for strikes. 2-2. Fouled off. Massey fights to see another pitch. Patriots broke up the perfect game on a Gabriel Bracamonte solo home run in the top of the 6th inning. And then got another run back in the 7th after Justin Pacioli led off with a base hit. Went first to third on a Kenger single and then scored on a wild pitch. 4-2 Blue Crabs lead. Nobody on, nobody out, top of the 8th. 2-2 to Massey. Up and in, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Craig has struggled mightily against left-handed pitching this season. And he works against the lefty here in Choplik, who certainly seems to have a good amount of zip on his fastball. Massey just a 150 batter against lefties. 3-2. Swung on and a line drive into right field, a base hit. Now Craig Massey stays in and lines a base hit to right. His first hit of the ball game. And now the Patriots can bring the tying run to the plate in the top of the 8th inning. A good at bat for Massey. Fouled off a 2-strike pitch and ultimately gets aboard. He has plenty of speed. And Choplik, a left-handed reliever. Of course, you still have the new Atlantic League rules in effect where Choplik would have to fully disengage with the rubber before throwing over to first. I'm sure Massey will think about getting aggressive. He has a very large lead at first base. But you need a base runner here to have the tying run at the plate. Here's Gabriel Bracamonte, and the first pitch taken for a called strike, 0-1. Bracamonte had a solo home run back in the 6th inning, his 2nd home run of the 2019 season. His first came back on June 1st, down in Sugar Land, against the Skeeters. Massey goes, and the 0-1 is lined out towards right center field. Vaughn chases. He makes a sliding catch. Now Massey will have to hustle back to first. Here comes the throw, and it isn't in time. Massey just back to the first base bag. Bracamonte hit that ball well to right center field, but Corey Vaughn made a sliding catch to his right, and it possibly could have saved a run.
Now, Vaughn has a very good arm. I think he has, I may even say, an elite arm. I
Corey Vaughn ranged to his left, and Craig Massey had fully rounded the second base bag. He maybe made 2 or 3 steps beyond the second base bag at the time that Vaughn made the sliding catch. Vaughn then had to rise to his feet, and Massey absolutely booked it back to the first base bag to just beat the return throw from Corey Vaughn to first. So that's a tough fly out for Bracamonte because he hit that ball well. Might have been a hit and run as Kelly's now at the plate, and the pitch misses outside 1-0. I didn't notice Craig Massey look back towards home, which would lead me to believe that it wasn't a hit and run, because if his head was just going down, he might have just been thinking about a straight steal, and he didn't notice where that ball was until it was almost too late. But I know the Patriots have been trying more hit and runs as of late, so it could have been a hit and run. 1-0, fastball, outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Kelly had a double in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 today. He represents the tying run. Patriots trail 4-2 with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning and a runner at first base. 2-0. Kelly takes a fastball and it misses a little high. 3 balls and no strikes. And I would imagine that Kelly will be taking all the way here with Alfredo Rodriguez awaiting on deck. There's a righty that's getting loose in Southern Maryland's bullpen. Can't tell whether or not that's Matt Latos, but certainly a righty. 3-0. Called a strike. Inside part of the plate, 3-1. Kelly's been getting a lot more playing time lately, especially in the outfield, with Mike Krause away from the team at the Pan Am Games, and Ramon Flores' contract recently getting purchased. 3-1, Massey runs, and the pitch misses up and away, ball 4. The throw went down to second, didn't matter, as the pitch missed for ball 4. That's a 1-out walk, and the tag was applied on the throw down to second by Edwin Garcia, and that might have clipped the face of Craig Massey. He's a little worse for the wear, but the Patriots have runners at first and second with 1 away, and now the Blue Crabs are going to make a pitching change. So Choplik came on. He allows 2 of the 3 batters that he faces to reach base. Now Choplik will exit, and there'll be a right-handed reliever to come in. It might be Latos. Certainly entering the game seems like it's Latos. So we'll get that's Matt Latos. So it looks like it'll be Latos when we return in the top of the 8th inning. There's runners at first and second and 1 away as we step aside for the pitching change on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
The new pitcher in the ballgame for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs is, in fact, Matt Latos. He jumps on the mound here in search of what would be a 5-out save. Again, this is the closer for Southern Maryland. One of the bigger names in the Atlantic League. Of course, he was a long-time Major League pitcher. Pitched in the big leagues for parts of 9 seasons, primarily as a starting pitcher. Finished 8th in the Cy Young voting back in 2010 as a member of the San Diego Padres. Had a 2.92 ERA over 31 starts. He's now the closer for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Enters with runners at first and second and 1 away in the top of the 8th inning. Alfredo Rodriguez, the batter. 0 for 3 tonight. Craig Massey dances off of second. He goes, and the pitch misses outside. Throw to third, and underneath the tag is Massey. On to second base goes Scott Kelly. That's a double steal. And the Patriots now with the tying run in scoring position and one away. Massey was daring to run that entire sequence and ultimately went as Latos delivered the pitch home. Valerio threw from his knees. It was a very good throw to third base. Thomas at the third baseman made the short pick, on the short hop rather, and then applied the tag to Massey, but I guess he got just underneath the tag because the throw beat him. So now runners at second and third with one away. It's a 1-0 count with Rodriguez at the plate. And a base hit would be massive for Somerset. 1-0. Rodriguez chops it foul off the shin. 1 ball and 1 strike. Somerset was trailing 4-0 in this ballgame after a 3-run bottom of the 5th for the Blue Crabs. But they got a run back on the Bracamonte home run in the 6th. Got a run back when Justin Pacioli raced home from third on a wild pitch in the 7th. And now it's Craig Massey at third base and Scott Kelly at second. Kelly is the tying run with 1 away in the top of the 8th. Patriots trailing 4-2. Alfredo Rodriguez at the plate. Matt Latos on the mound. Comes set. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Appeal to first. He did not. 2 balls and 1 strike. Latos this season as a member of the Blue Crabs is 2-4 over 31 relief appearances, but a 1.20 earned run average. 12 saves in 13 opportunities. Opponents are hitting just 147 against him. He has been good. A former New Jersey Jackal as well. The 2-1. Misses low and in. 3 balls and 1 strike. Justin Pacioli awaits on deck, hoping for an opportunity. And Rodriguez is 0 for 3 today. Flew out into a 9-5 double play in his last at-bat, back in the 6th inning. Infield plays back except at first. The outfield straight away. At third, Massey. At second, Kelly. 3-1. Swung on and blooped down the right field line. Long way to run for Silva to the foul line, and it's a foul ball. Rodriguez nearly snuck that one in fair. But it landed just a couple of feet foul down the right field line, and now it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Somerset had runners on the corners with nobody out in the 7th inning and only scored on a wild pitch. They're still looking for a big hit with runners in scoring position. Rodriguez has an opportunity to do so. Base hit could tie the game. Latos with a slow stretch. 3-2. Misses low, ball 4. Bounces away from Valerio. But Massey will hold at third base. Alfredo Rodriguez has drawn a 1-out walk. And the Patriots now have the bases loaded. And still just 1 out. Top of the 8th inning. Massey thought about racing home from third base. But the ball didn't get too far away from Valerio. Certainly would have been close at home, and Massey didn't commit to it immediately. So that's the second walk of the inning. Probably the smart decision there from Craig Massey to hold at third base because it keeps the bases loaded, and it keeps the big inning potential alive. Here's Justin Pacioli. Had a base hit in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. First pitch from Latos. Fastball. Called to strike. Outer half. 0-1. Somerset is 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight. Meanwhile, the Blue Crabs were 4 for 10. Southern Maryland leads this ballgame 4-2. Massey at third base, Kelly at second, Rodriguez at first. Good speed for the Patriots. Latos from the stretch. 0-1. Breaking ball, drops in, a called strike. And now Pacioli finds himself behind in the count 0-2. He's taken the first 2 pitches of this at bat. And now Latos in the driver's seat. Will Kenger awaits on deck. Somerset would love Kenger to have an opportunity to hit in this inning. But it's Pacioli who has the opportunity first. 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did strike 3. It was a breaking ball in the dirt, just bounced inches away from Charlie Valerio. Pacioli set down an unproductive out, and now there's 2 away in the top of the 8th. Pitch was clearly a ball, but Pacioli was not able to hold up his swing. There was no appeal from the home plate umpire, Derek Moshe. He called him out on his own. And now 2 out, bases still loaded, and here's Will Kenger. 1 for 3 today. First pitch from Latos. Misses low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. This is a big spot. Patriots desperately need a win. They have lost 6 games in a row. They have lost 10 of their last 11. A base hit here could tie the ball game up, and Kenger's the guy they want up in this situation. 1-0. Swung on, a broken bat blooper out to shallow right field. It's the second baseman Blackstone back. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Somerset will strand the bases loaded in the top of the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. Latos gets the job done, and the Blue Crabs carry a 4-2 lead into the bottom of the 8th. On SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
New pitcher in the ballgame for the Patriots as we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tyler Cloyd has entered this one. 3rd different relief pitcher used by Somerset. And what has been a close ball game for the Patriots, but they continue to find themselves behind as they trail 4-2, now in the bottom of the 8th inning. Edwin Chiarte is done after 2 innings of relief. He worked in and out of danger, high leverage situations in both of his innings, and ultimately kept the Blue Crabs off the board. He allowed 4 hits over his 2 innings of relief, but no runs, 1 hit, and he struck out 4. And now it's Tyler Cloyd on the mound. Likely to pitch here in the bottom of the 8th, finish this one off, and then try to set the stage for the Patriots in the top of the 9th. Southern Maryland leads 4-2. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Blue Crabs. 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error for the Somerset Patriots. Somerset loaded the bases with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning and did not score. Even 1 run would have been big in the 8th to make it a 1-run ball game. With the way this lineup has struggled, feels like every run is just become so difficult to attain. So they trailed by 2. And first things first, Tyler Cloyd needs to throw a 0 up on the board here in the bottom of the 8th to give Somerset a chance in the 9th. Dean Green will lead off. He had a base hit in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3 today. First pitch from the righty Cloyd, taken for a called strike, 0-1. So Cloyd has returned to the Patriots, and he's been working out of the bullpen towards the back end, and he's the presumed Somerset closer for the time being after Jonathan Cheshire had his contract purchased a couple of weeks ago. 0-1. Fastball misses outside, 1-1. Problem is that we don't exactly know whether or not Cloyd is the closer because Somerset hasn't had a save opportunity in a long time, ever since the most recent trip down to High Point. But Cheshire was still on the team at that point as Green fouls one off, 1-2. In fact, that last trip down to High Point back in the third week of July was the point at which Tyler Cloyd joined the Patriots. And he made his debut back on July 21st, tossed a scoreless inning of relief as the setup man in that ballgame. Cheshire got the save. But since that point, Cheshire's contract's been purchased. He's now pitching in the Minnesota Twins organization. 1-2. Taken low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Cloyd has been put in. But coinciding with that has been the Patriots losing 10 of 11, and the one win that they did earn was an 8-3 win over the Long Island Ducks, so there was no save opportunity. But Cloyd pitches in the bottom of the 8th inning here. 2-2 between Cloyd and Green. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 3, and there's 1 away. That's the second time in this inning alone that Derek Moshe made a call on a strike as Green argues as he's walking his way back to the Blue Crab dugout. And Green, I think, has a point. He's arguing that there was no even appeal that was asked for the third base umpire. And with the new rules in the Atlantic League, check swings are supposed to benefit the batters now. Whereas, and the chirping has continued, Moshe has now taken off his mask as the home plate umpire and has a couple of words for the Blue Crabs dugout. But with the new rules, the rulebook now states that a batter has to roll his wrists over when he attempts a swing for it to be called a strike. And Derek Moshe made the call on strike 3 against Green without even asking the third base umpire, Eric Bynum. And I think that's where the majority of Green's frustration lied. Now the first pitch to the right-handed hitting Corey Vaughn misses low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. So it's a strikeout for Tyler Cloyd. It's the 8th strikeout of the ballgame for Patriot pitchers. 1-0. Vaughn swings and fouls it off. David Holmberg was the starting pitcher for the Patriots today. He pitched well, but right now he is in line for the loss. He allowed a run over 3 innings of work. He threw 44 pitches. He struck out 3 batters. And he was held on a pitch count today as he works his way back from injury. Threw 1 inning on July 31st, 3 innings tonight, and a promising effort for Holmberg. But he would be in line for the loss if this score holds, as Vaughn fouls off another fastball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. James Puglisi then tossed 2 innings of relief. Edwin Chiarte just finished off 2 innings of relief. And now it's Tyler Cloyd on in the bottom of the 8th. Nobody getting loose in the Blue Crab bullpen. We'll see Matt Latos for the top of the 9th, with the Patriots trailing by at least 2 runs. Cloyd comes set. Now the 1-2. Swung on a line drive to left center field. That'll split the gap and roll all the way to the fence. Vaughn rounds first. He's chugging for second. Up with the ball now is Pacioli. Throw cut off by Rodriguez, but Corey Vaughn at second base with 1 out double. Cloyd left that pitch over the heart of the plate. Way too much of the strike zone on that 2-strike offering from Cloyd. Now the Blue Crabs have an insurance run in scoring position. Southern Maryland has stranded 5 runners on base over their last 2 innings, with Edwin Chiarte 2 times working out of danger. It's now Vaughn off of second. And the number 6 batter, Charlie Valerio, enters the left-handed batter's box. He's 0 for 2. Dropped down to sac bunt in the 5th. Reached base on a throwing error by Gabriel Bracamonte and later scored in the inning. First one from Cloyd, a broken bat blooper to right field. It drops in. Kelly charges, fields, rounding third base is Vaughn. The throw's cut off by Espinal, And now Valerio caught in a rundown. It's Espinal to Rodriguez, back to Espinal. He applies the tag. And Valerio has gotten out of the base path as he's joking around with an Espinal. And the out is recorded. However, Corey Vaughn was able to score on that RBI single from Charlie Valerio. There's an insurance run the Blue Crabs were looking for. And it's a 5-2 Southern Maryland lead. Well, Charlie Valerio seemingly has a good relationship with Edwin Espinal. The two have been joking around all night long. Valerio blooped an RBI single to right field. Kelly's throw was cut off, and then Espinal got Valerio in a rundown, and Valerio pretty much conceded defeat and then skipped his way well out of the base path. Two umpires, Justin Burton and Eric Bynum, both ruled Valerio out. As the first pitch now to Tony Thomas is a breaking ball called a strike, 0-1. And Valerio just was almost near the outfield grass, joking around with Espinal as he left the base paths. So now one away, and Thomas swings and fights one foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Actually, there's 2 out in the inning. The scoreboard here in Southern Maryland just has it wrong. So an insurance run for the Blue Crabs, and that's a tough one to give up for the Patriots, considering they had the bases loaded and one out in the top of the 8th and couldn't capitalize. 0-2. Thomas swings and grounds the ball to short. Backhanded pick by Rodriguez. Throw across the diamond, and under the tag of Edwin Espinal, and safe at first base is Tony Thomas. The throw was strong across the diamond, but it pulled Espinal off the bag, and Tony Thomas dove into the first base bag, eluding the tag from Edwin Espinal. He got underneath it. He's ruled safe, and the inning continues. It's an infield single for Thomas, his 4th hit of the night. It was a strong pick by Rodriguez. His heels were at the outfield grass, and then his throw to first base had a lot of strength on it, but it pulled Espinal off the bag, and an alert play by Tony Thomas to dive underneath the tag at first base. Probably one of the only times you actually want to dive into first. So a 2-out base runner. And here's Josh McAdams, swings and misses at the first pitch from Cloyd, 0-1. So it's a 3-run Blue Crab lead, and when we return for the top of the 9th inning, Somerset will have their 4, 5, 6 batters. Ullman, Espinal, and Navarro, who are a combined 0 for 9 tonight. Cloyd's given up a run, and he's struggled in his return to the Patriots. Works from the stretch, 0-1. Runner goes, McAdams swings and misses, but Bracamonte drops the ball on the transfer, which has happened to the Patriots catchers a number of times this season. So it's a stolen base for Tony Thomas. What a night it's been for him. That's his 10th steal of the season. He is 4 for 4. He has a run scored, 2 RBI. 2 runs scored, rather. 2 RBI, and now a stolen base to add to his line. It's a good fantasy line for Thomas if you had him in your Atlantic League fantasy team. 0-2 from Cloyd. Swing and a miss, got him on a breaking ball, and that ends the inning. But the Blue Crabs get an insurance run. It's a run home on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 5-2 Blue Crabs as we head to the top of the 9th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day,
I fight every night.
Every hour.
every minute,
and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Solari, new name, same great company. Bellari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit BellariNJ.com to learn more today.
We return for the top of the ninth inning. Last chance for the Patriots. They are 3 outs away from losing their 7th consecutive ball game. And it will be Matt Latos who comes back to the mound for the Blue Crabs in the top of the ninth inning in search of a 5-out save. It was Latos who come on in the top of the 8th inning with 2 on and 1 out. Latos allowed a walk to Alfredo Rodriguez to load the bases, but got Pacioli down swinging and forced Will Kenger to pop out to second base to keep a 2-run lead for the Blue Crabs. Now it's Michael Ullman leading off. And the first pitch from the former major leaguer misses outside, 1-0. And then the Blue Crabs added an insurance run in the bottom of the 8th. They lead 5-2. Ullman, Espinal, and Navarro due up for the Patriots in the top of the 9th inning. 1-0 from Latos. Swung on and hit in the air, out to center field and deep. Vaughn races back, but he lines it up shy of the warning track, makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. If Latos finishes this off, it'll be a 7-game losing streak for the Patriots, and they will have lost 11 of their last 12. So 1 out, nobody on, and here's Edwin Espinal. And one of the big stories in this ball game, there's a huge dichotomy in the way that the Patriots have played with runners in scoring position versus the Blue Crabs. Somerset 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position today. Southern Maryland, on the other hand, 5 for 12 with runners in scoring position. First pitch to Espinal taken for a strike, 0-1. Southern Maryland has taken advantage of their opportunities, whereas the Patriots have not. Though Somerset was held without a base runner through the first 5 innings of this ball game. 0-1. Espinal takes a breaking ball. It's called a strike, 0-2. Darrell Thompson was perfect through 5 1/3. He's in line for the win if Latos is able to get the final 2 outs of this one. Espinal behind in the count. He has struck out twice tonight. He's 0 for 3. 0-2 from Latos. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball in the dirt. Espinal went chasing. And El Poco's struggles continue. And now the Patriots are down to their final out of the night. Espinal 0 for 4 now with 3 strikeouts. And now it's up to Ray Navarro to keep this game alive. Navarro's 0 for 3. Flew out to right field in the second inning, has lined out to first base in the 5th, popped out to first base in the 7th. Blue Crabs fans begin to cheer, knowing that their team almost has a win locked up. First pitch to Navarro, called a strike, delayed call, 0-1. We'll have the Flemington Department Store postgame show after this one concludes. I haven't even checked the out-of-town scoreboard today, so we'll take a look at that after this one is over. 0-1. Navarro swings and pops it up. This should do it. Racing in at short is Edwin Garcia. He makes the catch, and the Blue Crabs have won this ball game 5-2. 7th loss in a row for Somerset. They go down quietly in the top of the 9th inning. And it's a 5-2 Blue Crabs win with Matt Latos finishing off a 5-out save. We'll step aside when we return the Flemington Department Store postgame show on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
The Somerset Patriots are back at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. It is the most fun you'll have all summer with fireworks, celebrity appearances, and championship baseball. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today.
It's slamming it, come on, get patriotic.
It's an unstoppable force, vast and mighty. It's the 101 days of summer, and this year it's bigger than ever. The NJ team is back again. We've got 101 days of prizes with other ways to win via our social channels, text message program, VIP club, and game changers. Find the fun at 101daysofsummer.com from May 24th to September 1st. Anything can happen in Jersey.
And welcome back to Regency Furniture Stadium for the Flemington Department Store postgame show. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs take this one by a final score of 5-2. Flemington Department Store, the area's best selection of quality clothing, flooring, furniture, and footwear. It is found in our 4-acre showroom located on Route 31 north of the Flemington Circle. Flemington Department Store, it is worth the trip. We'll get right into the highlights in this one. It was Daryl Thompson on the mound for Southern Maryland. He worked against David Holmberg for the Somerset Patriots. And it was all Thompson, and it was all Blue Crabs early. In fact, both pitchers had back-to-back perfect frames. We had no base runners over the first 2 innings from either side. The Patriots were held in check in the top of the third as well. And in the bottom of the third inning, it would be Southern Maryland that would break through to score the first run of the ball game. A leadoff double from Tony Thomas, and then one batter later, Josh McAdams with a broken bat, base hit to right field, scoring Thomas from second base and giving Southern Maryland a 1-0 lead. Meanwhile, Daryl Thompson did not allow a base runner in the fourth. He did not allow a base runner in the fifth. So a perfect game intact for Thompson and a 1-0 Blue Crab lead heading to the bottom of the fifth inning, and Southern Maryland would add to their margin. Corey Vaughn was hit by a pitch against James Pugliese to begin the inning. Charlie Valerio then dropped down a sacrifice bunt, but a throwing error from Gabriel Bracamonte threw the ball over the head of Craig Massey covering first. It put runners at second and third with nobody out. Tony Thomas then brought both of them home with a 2-run single, and then later in the inning it was Thomas scoring from third on an RBI fielder's choice from Ruby Silva, and the Blue Crabs were leading 4-0. We went on to the sixth inning where Daryl Thompson retired the first batter that he faced. So Thompson had faced 16 and he had retired 16. It was a perfect game through 5 1/3 innings, and that was until Gabriel Bracamonte came to the plate for Somerset. So the Patriots get on the board on the Bracamonte solo home run, and it's a 4-1 game at that time. Scott Kelly then doubled as the next batter, but he was thrown out trying to advance to third base on a fly out from Alfredo Rodriguez, and the inning ended. Meanwhile, Somerset would get back on the board the very next inning. Edwin Chiarte was working himself through a couple of big jams, and in the top of the seventh, Justin Pacioli led off with a base hit to center. He went first to third on a Will Kenger single to right field, but then Michael Ullman flew out to right. Edwin Espinal struck out, so there was runners then at second and third, still 2 away in the top of the seventh inning. Ray Navarro was at the plate, and the Patriots would have a good amount of fortune. So the Patriots made it a 2-run ball game. Kenjer went to third base on the play as well, but Ray Navarro would pop out to first base to end that threat, kept it at 4-2. Edwin Chiarte would work out of a bases-loaded jam in the 7th inning to keep it at a 4-2 score. In the top of the 8th, the Patriots would load the bases. Adam Choplick was on the mound. He stepped off. In came Matt Latos. So there were bases loaded with one away. Latos was on the mound looking for a 5-out save. And then Latos would strike out Justin Pacioli swinging. Got Will Kenjer to pop out to retire the side, keep the bases loaded. And in the bottom of the 8th inning, Southern Maryland would get an insurance run on an RBI single from Charlie Valerio. It gave them a 5-2 lead. And then Somerset went down quietly in the top of the 9th inning as Matt Latos finished off a 5-out save, and the Blue Crabs won this ball game 5-2. So the final lines: 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and 6 runners left on base for Southern Maryland. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 4 runners left on base for the Patriots. Darrell Thompson's the winning pitcher. He allowed 2 runs on 4 hits, no walks, 7 strikeouts over 7 innings. He improves to 11-6 on the season. The losing pitcher is David Holmberg. He looked promising in his return to the mound. He allowed 1 run over 3 innings with 2 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts, but he takes the loss and drops to 1-3, while Matt Latos records his 13th save of the season in a ball game that took 2 hours and 45 minutes in front of a Saturday night crowd of 5,892 fans. With the win, the Blue Crabs improved to 12-9 in the second half, 37-53 overall, while the Patriots have now lost 7 games in a row. It adds on to their longest losing streak of the season, and they have lost 11 of their last 12 ball games. The Patriots are now 6-16 in the second half, 48-44 overall on the year. And looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, there is no other game that has gone final. The High Point Rockers and the Long Island Ducks are playing in extra innings over in Central Islip, Long Island. And right now it's the Rockers leading 4-3. That game in the bottom of the 10th inning. The York Revolution continue to play some dominant baseball, specifically on the offensive side. They lead the New Britain Bees 9-5. That one in the middle of the 8th. And it's the Lancaster Barnstormers in front of the Sugar Land Skeeters 8-0. That game in the top of the 8th inning down in Sugar Land, Texas. Our next broadcast will take place tomorrow afternoon back here at Regency Furniture Stadium. It'll be a 2:05 first pitch as the Patriots wrap up this series against the Blue Crabs. Thomas Dormany will take the mound for Somerset, hoping to end the losing streak as he works against Michael Kelly for the Blue Crabs. Our coverage on SPN.TV as well as 1450 WCTC will begin at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Big thank you to Matt O'Neill running our boards back at our WCTC studios in Central New Jersey, as well as a thank you to the press box staff here at Regency's Furniture Stadium for their hospitality. But that'll do it for us from Waldorf, Maryland. Again, your final score: the Patriots' losing streak increases to 7 games in a row as the Blue Crabs defeat the Patriots 5-2. For everyone involved with the broadcast, my name's Mark Schwartz. Again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Have a pleasant rest of your Saturday evening, everybody. Good night.